Beaten.
Except I showed up before the stream was supposed to start.
Bubbles is late, chat, and don't let him
That's not how late works, you dummy.
He's late. Procrastinated. What do you mean 2 screams?
Dreams, Kyle, not screams.
Oh my god. That
Death
restream
how?
thing broke again. How is that, like, possible? It's actually fixed now. I'm actually mad. I fucking...
Sounds a lot like user error.
Let's see. Let's check restream. What does it say? Frozen 3, 11. Yeah, 11. Frozen Treason. That is exactly what is plugged into that. Yet here it is, streaming the wrong fucking thing.
Sounds like user error.
No, it doesn't. I think Restream is busted, Neo.
People are calling you late, Kyle. You know why, Kyle? Because they're in the wrong stream, Kyle.
I know they're in the wrong stream. I will forgive them. Not today. Oh my god, though. Like, that is annoying. Alright, so...
Why don't you fix it?
Okay, how?
I don't know. I've never used it before.
Okay, that's what I thought. That's exactly what I thought. You don't know.
Okay. And?
Exactly. And. That is my point, and that is your failing.
Whether or not I know isn't really going to help you in any way, shape, or form.
Thing is, it's set up. I don't know why every time it just fucking does this now.
Are you sure it's not set up wrong?
Bubbles. This is exactly how it always has worked.
Well, it hasn't always worked. That's the thing.
It's only stopped working, like, recently. I'm not sure whether it's a Streamlabs error, or if it's Restream, or what. Whatever. I can't be bothered to care anymore. So... mildly agitating because there's nothing I can do about it. Wish there was. Yes, we're just gonna have to fix it every time until Streamlabs either A, patches, or Restream fixes whatever they broke. Whatever.
Oh, it's a grumpy boy today.
Big deal. Well, it's like I set this shit up in advance for a reason. For a reason, Bubs.
And what reason is that?
So I don't have to deal with it later. Now, host Bubs.
Why?
Or you will be.
Kursak. I don't know why.
Because we need to do content, Bubbles. I know exactly why. It's not my fault Bubbles doesn't understand the complexities of his simple, pathetic mind.
But we don't do content, Kyle.
Bubbles is cranky. Cranky, I fucking...
We just occasionally click a screen. Which one is these? Is this the betrayal one? Probably.
There we go. Black 1917 donates $4 a squeak. Welcome to the stream.
Oh. We're sorry you're here squeaking or something.
I'm not. Now, so is WarCraft, says Sniper Commando. Damn.
No worry, Kyle. You're grumpy anyway, it's fine.
No. Robert Marks donates, or says, Fallout 1 and 2 aren't. Tagging him. Make Kibs play scary games, says Sniper Commando. The problem is most scary games are kind of boring.
You should play Resident Evil 2.
Like Amnesia, like gameplay-wise. Big wet meh.
You should play Resident Evil 2.
We did that already.
Did you finish it?
Yeah.
Did you, Kyle?
What was that?
Did you really,
Little
Kyle?
levels, you don't need to know stuff.
Uh-huh.
That's good.
I have this
little
sneaking
buffs.
suspicion that you didn't finish it, Kyle. Why is
Change the difficulty, Bobs. Good, Bobs.
that? So you should play Resident Evil 2.
Maybe.
Oh,
Probably.
there you go.
People will give me money if I do it. I'll fucking hate every minute of it, though.
We could play Resident Evil 8.
Nah, that honestly doesn't interest me. It's too Americanized.
I thought you'd be overjoyed. What joy is there in this curse?
Yeah.
We're still undead, sister.
Resident Evil 8 and 7 do not appeal to me.
What are we?
Like, if I was to play any of the ones, I'd play the older ones. Or the Resident Evil 2 remake. That one was good. The third one I heard bad stuff about. I won't get very far in it because I'll quit.
The third one kind of just... It was released and then it kind of just fell off the face
Everyone
of the
was
earth.
so excited for it too, and then there was just a massive disappointment because apparently there was a lot of cut content.
My only interest was in seeing Arthas dead. I have no time for your petty politics.
The 2 remake was actually pretty good though. Even as a game, it's actually pretty well made.
It would be unwise to incur our
Like, if Resident Evil was to continue making scary games, I wish they would go down that direction versus the first-person direction they've chosen.
or be cast aside.
Why not RE4? Not very scary, but fun.
Slave long enough, Dreadlord.
Maybe. That's more action-orientated.
Relinquish my freedom by
I mostly get startled in that one because I'll be like derping around and then something pops up behind you. Like, Jesus.
You do get scared rather easily.
Resident Evil 2, one thing that annoys me though is nothing ever fucking dies. They just get back up.
That's
Fuckers.
good though, or something.
Is it?
Yeah, or something.
Bubbles, you don't even believe the shit that comes out of your fat little mouth.
We demand additional lumber.
Demand additional lumber. Why not? Oh, I read that. Why is Kibs always late? Actually, we were, technically speaking, early if you check the stream start time. By
Technically, yes.
like a minute.
Mothras will attack soon. With only our sister banshees and a
This
few
man says,
ghouls
if you're
left.
good at hitting them zombies, then the game will nerf your chances of headshotting them proper. That sounds like the game cheating to punish you, and
That's bullshit.
that shit is actually dumb. Like, that's bad game design. You don't punish your player for actually succeeding at the game and getting good.
Back, you
What
dead.
the fuck?
Trespassing on our territory.
Yeah, that's
Will some
absolutely
of these
fucking
stones
stupid.
run and be done with
That
it?
does explain why it felt like the head stopped exploding after a while when I shot them in the head. And now that actually sours my perspective of the game. To actually being more negative. Pity.
Well, welcome to Nippon or something.
Maleficus donates €2 to say, it's such a pity how Sylvanas got ruined in WoW. I mean, she had a somewhat interesting idea behind her character, but they didn't really do much with her. It was never really interesting to begin with, other than she's cranky about being dead.
Our brethren need assistance.
My problem with Sylvanas is she was too much like Kerrigan. And my problem with Kerrigan in StarCraft is she didn't, like, when the time finally came for her to die, Blizzard did fucking pussied out and like, it's like, no, she lives. Ignore the fucking genocide she's committed. She's only wiped out like several billion people. It's fine, guys. She's just misunderstood. And it's like, okay, Blizzard, that worked for the Horde because they were literally slaves. It does not work here
You underestimated me, Dreadlord.
because that doesn't fucking make any sense. Because she was no longer a slave when she started killing people. The boss's health in RE2 is also proportional with how much ammo you have. What's up?
Our brethren need assistance.
We're dying. Play game, Kyle.
I am. Even if you had
Where are
the
units
stream
then?
Oh, I've been actually just saving all the money for upgrades.
Ah, yeah. Save all the money for upgrades when we, you know, need units.
Bubbles, I need banshees to capture stuff.
The damned stand ready.
The damned stand ready, Bubs.
More gold. Our brethren need assistance. Summon more cigarettes.
Bubs is able to secure a little thing down there.
What?
You secured a gold mine at the bottom.
No, I didn't.
Oh, you didn't secure it? Oh.
No? Look at Kyle jumping to conclusions.
I'm turning into ketchup.
You are.
It reminds me of Left 4 Dead or Left 4 Dead 2's director system. Yeah, the idea of those systems are kind of interesting that the game tries to adapt to compensate for the player. But the one thing that I find archaic or remarkably...
Fine in a game like Left 4 Dead.
Yeah.
It kind of works there. Because you don't have like 3 bullets. The director is not there. It doesn't exist to fuck the player over.
Yeah, no, it exists to make the experience, you know, a challenge. To prevent it from being the exact same thing every single time you play it. Like, that was the whole thing they sold with the AI director in Left 4 Dead, and the coolest thing about Left 4 Dead to this day is the fact that the game is very dynamic and adjusts to compensate for certain things. So we're being attacked on the other side. Bee-boos.
Okay.
Thy bidding, master. Summon more cigarettes.
They're being slightly less attacked.
Get any more ziggurats?
Where shall my blood be spilled?
Probably.
Let's get more ziggurats.
Research complete.
So basically, what you make here is
Thy will be done.
banshees, and then you just possess everything.
Must be. Yeah, but that's different here first. Like, the director making things a challenge isn't outright breaking the game. For example, and what I just learned from what you guys said about Resident Evil 2, the game is designed in such a way that if you store more ammo, the boss's health increases. Thus making you storing ammo...
The bosses aren't there. Like, from a game design perspective, the bosses aren't there to break up the game pace, to provide a fun and interesting challenge that you can't necessarily make with just normal mobs that you don't want to do. It's there just to burn your ammo.
Thy bidding, master.
It's kind of dumb.
I gladly obey.
The Resident Evil bosses are dumb because they just absorb bullets.
Let my cries chill the living.
And at least in 5 it's not that bad because that is derpy and you generally have the ammunition you want anyway.
5 actually...
That's more of an action game.
It's actually a better designed game as a whole. Granted, there are some serious problems with the net coding.
Yes, the netcoding has some issues.
Allocation Icon, aka Mally, because we're gonna not refer to his full name anymore. Molly says for €2, let's see how much Bubs will carry Kibs this time. Well, you see, we're the same faction. He's like, oh, my narrative. Just sort of corrupted.
Did it?
You want Banshees pretty much only.
Kinda.
Shall my blood be
To a
spilled?
certain degree. You need something to kill crap units. 'Cause you don't necessarily want to use the banshees on crap units.
Need assistance. I gladly obey.
Our brother in need assistance.
Let my cries chill the living.
Where shall my blood be spilled?
Upgrade complete. I wish only to serve. Complete. Upgrade complete.
Don't worry. I've got us
Damn,
units or
stand
something.
Got another attack coming on the bottom right.
My life,
Oh.
Azul.
You should be able to take care of it.
Thy bidding, master.
You know, I should have it under control. These pathetic Undead beasts are not the true master undead beast warlords or thing.
What are you trying to say, Kyle?
I don't know. All I know is next
Okay.
week fucking Stronghold Warlords launched, and that's what I thought about.
Why?
Because it looked kind of good, actually.
Summoning is complete.
I hope it's good. Would be refreshing to get a new RTS. That's kind of fun.
My life.
Just like I also hope the Starship Troopers game is gimmicky, if nothing else.
The enemy has returned.
You like gimmicks, don't you, Kyle?
If they're
That's all
fun.
you ever want in a game. Say, I just want gimmicks.
I mean, most games have a gimmick. Like, I think in fact all games have gimmicks. That's right, the Obsidian statue heals. I keep forgetting that. It's like, what? I'm being
Just what you tell
healed?
it to do.
My fate is sealed.
Gonna take that one abomination.
I bow
Someone
to
healing.
your will.
I bow to your will.
You boof to boof boof.
My
Boof boof
will
boof
be
boof.
done.
Well, Kyle, do you want to attack this time around? Do you want to take Sylvanas and attack?
You got this.
Okay.
I'm building my perfect fortifications.
Unlikely, but okay.
Unlikely, more like likely. Mally says, coolest bad guy, Scourge, Burning Legion, or Naga? I say we need bad guy faction, not individual. Because you said faction.
Probably means faction, yes.
In the WarCraft universe, for me it's really tied between the Burning Legion and the Squeege. The Scourge is subsidiary to the Burning Legion.
These slimy wretches could
But
help us well.
Depends on when.
Yeah, that's mostly a Wen thing. But I kind of like the idea of the Scourge and the Cult of the Damned. Because technically
I do
the
like
Cult
the
of the Damned is It is a branch of the Scourge. The more subversive branch. Like, I
It's
find the
their
Scourge
intelligence agency.
Summoning
Yep.
is complete.
that subverts the enemy from within. Like, I like the Scourge because they're not just undead. There's a little bit more to them than just being Zambus. Like, being Zambus is important, because it's the core theme of them, but they have this thing called the Cult of the Damned, and they actually use a living auxiliary, basically.
Need assistance. I wish only to serve.
Also, didn't they use the Valkyr as
My fate
a living
is
auxiliary?
No?
No? Okay. I can't remember. That's World of WarCraft lore, and that's where it gets a
Valkyries
little
are undead.
Oh, they are already? I mean, those little, like, tall dudes, they didn't look dead to me. What are they called?
Do you know what a Valkyrie is, Kyle?
Yes, master.
Yeah, but what's the other ones?
Shall my blood be spilled?
Right, cool.
Yeah,
I bow.
they were subsidiary,
Retarded
weren't they?
cultists. They're really special.
Our brethren need assistance.
And the turrets are doing their job, some might argue. You want me to possess these big fat things when I see them?
Our brethren need assistance.
You do whatever you want with base defense.
Oh no, they destroyed the tweet.
Thy
Oh
will
no.
be done.
Whatever shall you do?
Base is under attack. We must bolster our defenses.
I bow. I gladly obey.
What? No, don't do that.
Bidding, master.
I'm
Thy
butching.
will be done.
Okay. Well, I killed Varamathos, if nothing else.
Nice.
Didn't do much damage to their base.
My life for this upgrade.
Any banshees.
The damned stand ready.
Burning Legion's kind of dumb. It's just a lot of gay demons.
It has some nifty ideas when they're some of the stuff. Like, I like how they function. They basically tempt them with fel, or tempt cultures with the fel energy.
Yeah, but that's like every demon ever.
More gold required. I bid
Yeah, that was a
Your
big
defense
attack.
isn't going particularly well.
My cries.
No, it isn't.
I bow.
It's a particularly large attack.
My fate is sealed.
Nope.
I gladly
Go feeding those necromancers.
Where shall my blood be spilled?
And I wish the Banshee would get mana for Easter.
Well, they're not going to get any mana if you leave Curse on autocast.
I'm annoyed that that's on autocast by default.
My blood be still. Our brethren need assistance.
Good turn it off.
I bid it, master.
Arthas suppressing Ner'zhul was bullcrap, as was WoW. Well, he didn't just suppress Ner'zhul. He outright yeeted Ner'zhul. There was no suppression. Like, when Arthas decapped him in his mind, like, it decapitated him. His spirit, like, he was gone. Unless they retconned the retcon.
I will be done.
Which, to be fucking fair, I wouldn't even be fucking surprised at this point.
Call to me.
Need more acolytes.
Trash.
I feel like these attack waves are bolstered more than I remember this game being.
We need more acolytes.
What was that?
What, you need more acolytes? What?
What? I said I feel like these attacks are bolstered.
No, you said you need more acolytes.
Oh yeah, I do.
Why?
They're dead.
How the fuck you... What?
I will be done.
They got killed.
Gladly obey.
How?
The enemy hit them. The enemy.
Yes, master.
The acolytes are like... Kyle. What? How?
They
How the fuck
they
does this
hit
happen?
them. Your camera's literally panned when they died.
My fate is sealed.
Little
Why do you
catapult
have the
man kill
acolytes
them.
standing on the front line?
Yes, master. My life.
I have them there to heal the buildings when they get damaged.
Fix them after the attacks. Anyway.
Let my cries.
Sadly, it's best to just heal them while the attack's going on.
These attacks are getting ridiculous.
Yeah, no, so this is absurd. I'm not a big fan of this mod or map pack or whatever.
No, it's fucking overtuned.
Like, this is... It's not particularly fun. It's kind of just annoying. Like, I could say it's challenging, but that would be a lie.
Where shall my blood be spilled?
It's more like, oh, yay, more tedious attacks. And there's way too many of them.
Is complete.
Welcome to the stream, Hank. I don't know why they have a tendency of doing this.
I don't know.
Yeah, the other guy's map pack was way better. What was this called?
I don't remember, but that one's not done.
Yeah, no, it'll never be done.
Nope.
Which is a shame because his is definitively the superior version.
Because this one is just...
Let
Annoying.
what if I take campaign? It's like, no, I find campaign to be easy. Just make it more difficult. So then you're not really making the
More
campaign.
gold is required. Upgrade
Yeah.
complete.
Did you clear out the left? Yeah, I think you did.
The left one was out, yeah. I
More
told you that when I
gold is
cleared it out.
required.
Okay, now wait for the next attack.
Well, here's the problem with that melee. Because it's like 2 players.
my
There-
cries.
Realistically, this is a single player. We have no more resources, no more things than you would in the base game. It's the base game's level. The only difference is, as far as cooperatively speaking, is that control is shared. That's it.
My fate is sealed.
Under Teak, under
My
Reed.
cries, children.
By those filthy Nerubians.
Why are you making ghouls, Kyle?
Was I making ghouls?
I wish
Yes.
Oh yeah, I was making them during the initial attack.
yes, master.
Mostly to get something out. Bubbles, what are you doing with the...
Our brethren need
Oh, I thought you were
assistance.
taking the wood
Where
dudes.
shall my blood be
Oh.
spilled?
I just love it when you click on that building. Robert Mark says, how would you want to make a counter-insurgency strategy game? Both Kibs and Bubs. How would you
Our
want to
brethren
make
need
a
assistance.
counter-insurgency strategy game?
More
I-
gold is required.
Have never thought about that before.
My life.
There's actually a game that exists. It's not
There's a couple.
the one I know of. Yeah, there is actually two. There's the Insurgency Simulator thingy one, and then there's the other one that's made by the Plague Inc. dev. The Plague, like, it's got interesting concepts behind it, but it's not very good. My problem with like an Insurgency Simulator style of strategy game is it's going to very much feel like whack-a-mole, which is exactly
Yeah, that's
what
kind
it
of the thing. It's
feels
like, okay, well, now they're up there, now I have to go deal with that.
Hmm.
That's why strategy games are generally more fun when you have two sides that are on the same-ish power level, or
It's very
when
gimmicky.
you are the weaker.
Like as a whole, I find it to be one of the more least interesting strategy game ideas. But I mean, what would be kind of a cool niche to scratch is the way there's actually a board game, and then there is a video game, probably never heard of, that actually does this. I'll talk about it in just a second. Because Molly donates 2 more euros, and these are his last euros, last of my super chat money. You suffer well, Kibs and Bubs. Well, appreciate it, Molly.
Don't worry. Carl will suffer more.
But the game I was about to talk about is called Star Wars Rebellion. I've always wanted to play the board game rendition of it. It's a really old DOS grand strategy game for the Star Wars IP. It's a bit on the niche side. You can find it on GOG. I think you can find it on Steam.
I bow to
But
you.
one player plays as the Empire,
Fate is sealed.
and one player plays as the Rebellion. And they both have different style of play. The Rebellion is all about being the sort of like insurgency-esque force, while the Empire is out, you know, hunting down them. And they're competing, basically, I think it's against Racing Clock before the Death Star is complete. You can still play, but like, Death Star is going to be making it easier to eliminate potential rebel threats.
I gladly obey. Me, warlord,
Camera, please, not in the
Mordor.
middle of the fucking attack.
Crush weak dead.
I think not.
God damn it,
Alright,
game.
I've got this covered, Carl.
Ghost now. Monkthal's warriors serve too.
Glad to hear it. Let's move out.
But it's kind of an interesting game. Star Wars Rebellion, it's called.
Where shall my blood be spilled? My life for Nezu. Summoning is
You know what would be great, Carl?
I wish
What?
summoning to serve complete.
A game where you play as a singles
My
dude,
fate is sealed.
and you have to destroy the entire universe.
Done.
You play as
Yes,
just
master.
a normal dude.
I will.
Nothing
No
special about
special
him.
Where
powers.
shall my blood be
Nothing
spilled?
whatsoever. Absolutely nothing.
Our brethren
You don't have
need
magic. You
assistance.
don't have like anything like the Force. Nothing. Nothing.
Hank says he's got it on Steam. What, the Star Wars Rebellion game?
Foolish
Like, it looks interesting. It's just, it's very old, and I
the might of a
have a hard time, like, getting the will to
I wish
try
only
it
to serve.
because of how old it is.
You don't like old games?
No, I like old games, but like some of them is arcade, like have archaic interfaces. The idea of Star Wars Rebellion as a game is really
Our
interesting.
brethren need assistance.
Like, it's a grand strategy game about the Star Wars Galactic
Our
Civil
gold
War.
mine
That's
is
kind of cool.
nearly empty. Thy bidding.
It'd be kind of cool if they also did one for
Yes, master.
the Clone Wars. But the problem is, like, it doesn't feel like we're ever gonna get a Star Wars
My
strategy
fate is
game ever again.
Our brethren
Probably
need
not.
assistance.
It's not without like.
I gladly obey.
I'm more likely to believe we'll get a good Star Wars game, or an interesting Star Wars game, if anything, than we will ever get another Star Wars movie.
Yes,
Our
master.
brethren need assistance.
I bow to your will.
Help me, these attacks are
My
retarded.
fate is sealed.
They are quite fucking absurd, aren't they?
A small attack just wiped out the entire ogre army.
That's agitating. Say the absolute least. Got Rebellion modded to high heaven and works on
Upgrade
Windows 10. It has mods? I mean, I suppose it's
Our
old.
brethren need
That
assistance.
makes a certain degree of sense.
Summoning is complete.
All the wood has been exhausted.
Let my cries
Really? See a lot of wood
chill
around.
the living.
I wish only to serve.
Enemy has returned.
These bandits will serve me well. Let's find their ringleader and steal his mind.
These bandits will serve me. Well,
And we'll slurp her well. I'm sure of
licky
it.
licky.
Our brethren
I have
need
the CD
assistance.
too, but it no work. Yeah, that can happen because of I'm not sure maybe for a game that age, but like early anti-piracy measures where they put the like things on discs became a massive problem as time proceeded onward.
They're generally not hard to bypass,
Thy
if you know
will
how.
be done. My fate is sealed. Thy will be done. Where shall my blood be spilled? Summoning is complete. I wish only to serve. Our brethren need assistance.
So many necromancers.
Let my
My fate is
cries
sealed.
chill the living.
Our gold mine has collapsed. Where shall my blood be spilled?
If we need to lure him back to the towers, feel free. Do you want me to...
Our brethren need assistance to serve.
Oh no, they have siege weapons.
Yes.
Enter.
Amazing you didn't notice that.
Upgrade complete.
There's a lot of skeletons.
So it's like they produce them.
Some might say that. Some
worry.
might think that.
I cannot
Ogre man, good man.
Our brethren need assistance. I cannot I gladly obey. Where shall my blood be spilled?
Like tower defense.
I will be done.
Kinda.
I gladly obey.
I need mana.
Yes, master. Upgrade. I bow to your will.
I bow.
Another
to
good thing
your
is that
will.
Sylvanas got the level 6 upgrade now.
Wish only to serve.
Access because the CD
I
is fucked.
bow to
Well,
your
that'll
will.
happen. It's not good when it happens, but it happens.
Summoning is complete. More gold Summoning is complete. Where shall my blood be spilled?
Where shall my bubs be spilled?
Our brethren's town is under
Our
attack.
base is under attack.
Ah, fuck.
We must bolster our defenses.
They've got siege crap, bib.
They do.
I wish our brethren need assistance.
Oh, hi there.
Come and face me, Dread Lord. Are you afraid?
I'm being attacked.
My fate is sealed.
Oh. Took those.
Thy bidding. Our brethren need assistance.
Do you think you could make a logistics-focused strategy game or enjoyable to play? I mean, that already exists. There's a game called Creeper World.
There are a lot of logistics games, actually.
There's another one called something with an M. It's kind of like Factorio-esque. And then there was some other one I can't remember the name of.
Factoria is also a logistics game.
It is, but he's talking about logistic strategy game. So I'm assuming a more overhead management rather than direct.
I gladly obey.
No, there are a lot of games focused around logistics for various
Our
purposes.
brethren need assistance.
It's a genre I think that is being thoroughly scratched by plenty of people at the moment.
Never.
Thanks to Factorio, I must say. Like, I do believe Factorio was the big push.
Lady Sylvanas is
Factorio certainly did help,
We
but
fight for her, brothers.
wasn't City Skylines also based off like a logistics game?
Band of assassins. Intriguing.
If I remember correctly.
Where shall my blood
Other
be
people.
spilled? My fate is sealed. Summoning is complete. My life for Ner'zhul. The damned stand ready. Where shall my blood be spilled? I gladly obey.
Oh, I got access to another gold mine now, and an
Summoning
army.
is complete.
Good, Bubs, good.
The damned stand
You know,
ready.
look to the north, you will see an army.
My fate is sealed.
Gonna try to wipe out the other base.
Gotcha. Gotcha, Bibs. You guys do the Metal Gear
Our brethren need
or is it MGS4 movie
Upgrade complete.
thing where you yell at the other person's name in anger? Is that a Metal Gear Solid 4 thing? I don't even...
Is complete.
I've seen my dad play the first one, and that's about... And I played the fifth one. Like,
Oh, look at me, I never played a Metal Gear game.
they're not good, but they're interesting. It's one of those things. Like, the writing is abysmal.
Our brethren need assistance.
It's actually almost funny how bad it is. The game design has some more interesting tidbits, though. At least in the 5 one. The stealth system was interesting, if not a little weird at times.
Well, weird is good. Well, now to see if I can't destroy the base.
Stand ready. Where shall my blood be spilled?
Good, Bubs, good.
I wish only to serve.
I might have taken the wrong turn. It's fine.
The damned stand
Yeah, I took a
ready.
wrong turn. It's fine.
More gold is required. My fate is
I'll
sealed.
just have to come back to the base. Fine, Kyle. It's fine.
You done goofed for the last time, Boops.
You know, I know of a lot of people who really like Metal Gear Solid 5, and I think you're about one of the only people who don't like it.
I actually do
My
like it.
life for Ner'zhul. I wish only to serve.
Not for storytelling, though.
No.
Exactly.
Well, no, not necessarily. I do like the story. I find it funny.
You don't like it for its storytelling.
Hmm,
You find it funny for
Kinda.
its
Master.
'cause-
lack of storytelling rather than anything else.
well, it's not that there's a lack of storytelling, it's that it's not very well constructed.
It's shit. That's what you're trying to say.
I bow
It's funny
to
bad.
your-
But it's
That's what
funny
you're trying
bad.
to say.
Like, it is. Like, the fucking... Like, it's kind of
I
cringe,
gladly obey.
but it's not an experience I didn't
My
enjoy.
fate
Does that
is
make sense?
sealed. Thy bidding, Master.
Like, I maybe didn't enjoy it in the conventional way that most people did, apparently. But I still did enjoy it, though. Like, I do actually want to play it
Summoned there.
and actually beat it. But it's really
Why
cringy.
don't you? What's stopping you?
Mostly because there's a lot of new games coming out, actually, and we have a roster full. And I'm not sure how long it is. It's quite a long game, I hear. Well, it's also single player. That's also another problem.
Is that really a problem, Kyle? Is that just a limitation?
They need more than those cursed dreadlocks.
Well, it's a problem for what we normally do.
Them all.
So yell Bubbles, and he yells your name.
Then Zulrog will hunt you down and avenge us.
He's welcome to try, savage.
You shut your goddamn mouth about my Solid Snake boy. That's fair. I know a lot of people like the Solid Snake character.
bow to
If I
your
recall correctly, I
Our
believe
brethren need assistance.
Kojima himself hated the character. or not necessarily hated it, but hated
Not summoned
the
there.
reaction the fans had to it,
You claim that he hated that people liked the
Where
character.
shall my blood
the way
be
they liked
spilled?
him. Because what he wanted to achieve with that character,
Our
and I saw a
brethren
little
need my
documentary
fate
on it,
sealed.
what I thought was interesting is he wanted people to look at it and basically be like, oh, this is bad. Like, you shouldn't want to become this because he's a broken man. I forget which game he made later to try to break that character. He also hated the guy who did the English voice acting, I think? I don't remember.
My life
Despite not having ever met him, or maybe not necessarily hated him, but didn't like him.
The
Didn't like
guy
his
or the job he did?
I'm not sure. It's the one all the fans like, though, so it's kind of weird. He has a lot of different things. But I can safely say that after Kojima did his own game, very much looks like that what made Metal Gear Solid great was not necessarily Kojima.
Where shall my blood be spilled?
There were some team members there that might have been a little bit more responsible for what came that people liked.
My life for Azul. I gladly
Pretty sure that
obey.
most people would agree that Kojima is a bit of a nutter.
I bow to your will.
He's not well
Nutters can
liked.
often make good stories.
Kojima doesn't know jack shit about what people want. Well,
I wish
he
only to serve.
doesn't really care what people want. More so, he wants people to want what he
Upgrade complete.
wants them to want. Does that make sense?
I cannot summon there.
Because that's what it sounded like, based on people's reaction to that Solid Snake character from the first Metal Gear. He didn't like the fact that people liked the character the way they did. Like, they looked up to him as a hero-like character, and like a cool character. When he wanted them to look at him and be like, oh, he's a failed, sad character, like a pathetic character or something like
I
that.
gladly obey.
And that's why he went out of his way to destroy that character in one of the other games. Can't remember if it was like 4 or something, because I never played the other ones. But there's another character which basically tries to emulate and become like Snake, apparently. So correct me if I'm wrong on that.
Master.
Because he basically wanted that character to like, oh, he's trying to be like Snake.
Where shall my
And then
blood
in the
be
process,
spilled?
he fucking is miserable. That one managed to
I wish
succeed, and a lot of
only
people
to
look at that
serve.
one more negatively. Is Kojima an SJW? I don't
bow
know.
to your will.
Possibly.
My bidding, Master.
He hangs around that crowd, but that does not necessitate that he is one.
I will be
Does
done.
he even hang around that crowd?
I gladly obey.
Only dude like Kojima would
Summon
make
is
glorified delivery game. Metal Gear Solid 2. I mean, maybe. I never played it. Was that the one about a character that tries to aspire to be like Snake from the first one? Raiden? You can put question marks there, guys, but I don't know. Is that the one where the character tries to aspire to be like the character from the first game? If yes, then yes.
Let my cries chill.
I've only played
So Raiden,
I've only played Metal Gear 5.
right, Cal? Right?
And I've seen the first one because my dad played it on the PlayStation 1. That was kind of cool. There was a boss in the PlayStation 1, which would read your memory card. A little bit of fourth wall break, but it was kind of a cute little thing. Kind of cringe in retrospect because it's a complete fourth wall break. Oh, that base is gone.
Read your memory card in what
I
way?
will, Master.
He would be like, I see you like Castlevania 5.
I will be done.
My cries chill.
That's kind of cringe.
It is cringe. Because it would read whatever saves you had on your memory card.
Our brethren
Raiden
need
gets
it.
his
Our
crotch
brethren's
checked
town is
by the
under
president.
attack. Summoning is complete.
I think it's Metal Gear Solid 2 is the one you are trying to
Upgrade
describe, Kibs.
complete.
Yes, probably is, because I watched a video of a guy talking at length,
I
and,
wish only
and
to
he was just
serve.
talking about, like, Kojima's,
Our
like,
brethren's
dislike
town
of
is under
the
attack.
character,
I
and trying to break down and understand why he didn't like it.
I cannot summon there. My fate
It was kind of interesting.
Yes, Master.
Because, like, he made a character, he wrote a
Our
character,
brethren's town
he's
is under
supposedly a great writer, but he absolutely failed to convey the message he wanted And so people thought he was cool and liked him and thought him as a hero-like character.
Did he fail to convey the message he wanted, or did he think that
Our brethren's town is under attack.
the message would be taken a different way than than it was?
It sounded like he made this character and he was expecting a certain reaction, and then he got a reaction that was in the complete opposite direction of what he wanted. And so that's
Yeah, but
why
that
he
doesn't
went about
necessarily mean the
fixing it.
character is the same things. Like, there's a difference between not conveying what you want to convey in terms of ideas and not being able to correctly predict how people are going to react to it. Because if you have a certain reverence for certain things, like if you revere the Nazis and you make a Nazi character, then if you make a Nazi character, people are probably not going to take that Nazi character particularly well because it is a Nazi character. Now, you wrote the character exactly how you want to write him. There's nothing wrong from the writing perspective. It's just your expectations of what other people were going to accept.
You wanted
was
them to
wrong.
be to have the same reaction. Possibly. It's like, from what I don't remember much of the first game. From what I remember, Solid Snake character is very much like he's a covert ops agent. I don't really remember the plot of Metal Gear 1. But like, he kind of comes off as a badass,
Our brethren's
if I remember right.
town
Like,
is under
just
attack.
going on my childhood memory, which is
Gladly
ancient,
obey.
by the way. Like, he's just a cool looking dude. He's just, you know? Cool character design. He's cool spy dude sneaking around an installation, doing spy stuff, and that
Maybe
was what
Kojima
was
was
interesting.
bullied by someone like that.
A spy? That's who's cool looking.
Just that type of character, like, just because he's a spy dude, that doesn't necessarily mean that his personality is being a spy dude.
That's all I remember though of the character. Like, I remember Solid Snake being like, if I think of Solid Snake, I think a cool dude with a cigarette in his mouth, with like his little bandana waving the wind, and looking like a badass. That is what comes to my mind. I think his goal was that you weren't gonna necessarily think of that.
Can't rightly say what his goal was because I don't even care about.
Technically, we could play the Metal Gear Solid games. They finally got ported to PC. Maybe. Problem is I don't know if I like those style of games. Like, the fifth one was kind of fun. Fifth one's kind of fun. It's got some kind of cool stealth aspect mechanics, and it's kind of fun. It's not the best writing, but you can kind of overlook that because it has its own charm. There's a lot of meme-y things. What I would more equate it to, Bubbles, is think of Revenge of the Sith. It's not really good in terms of writing, but it's fun. You know? That's what Metal Gear Solid 5 for me was like. It was like Revenge of the Sith. It was very fun.
It's not necessarily a very good thing.
Well, like, I can't help it if they just do some cringy stuff sometimes. Like when it was his birthday, that was kind of special. The birthday cake thing. Metal Gear is on stream. Yeah, they even have the original PC Metal Gear game. The more unheard of one. It's on Steam as well. Or GOG. I don't know if that one's really related, though, because it looks very
My life for Nezul.
old.
What's wrong with old?
Nothing's wrong with old. As long as it doesn't play like WarCraft 1. Then there's everything.
There's a lot of things wrong with old.
Then there's everything wrong with old.
God, fucking Warcraft 1. You know, I'm so glad that people figured out that people don't
Where
want
shall my
garbage.
blood be spilled? Thy bidding.
What do you mean they don't want garbage?
That kind of garbage, Cal. Like, actually
Thy will be
unplayable
done.
shit.
Yeah. Honestly, I still am baffled. Of all the things to remaster, Warcraft 2 is probably fine. Warcraft 1 could not only use a no, it doesn't need a remaster. It needs a fucking remake.
I gladly
Now,
obey.
Blizzard's not competent enough
Yes,
to be able to
master.
handle
Where
that.
shall my blood
Nope.
be spilled? My fate
And the
is
worst
sealed.
part about it, doing the remake is they
Our
would take the
brethren
world.
need
I wouldn't be
assistance.
surprised if they remade it with the World of Warcraft movie lore instead of the actual
Oh
Warcraft.
God,
lore.
they probably would, to answer.
Oh, it would be so cringe instead. It's like, it looks like Warcraft on surface, and then when you begin to look a little closer, you're like, I see some
They was
feces there.
just misunderstood, Kyle. They were all misunderstood.
How is Revenge of the Sith not good? Asks Molly. Bubbles, you want to tackle that one?
It's a fucking terrible movie.
The writing's not very good. Like,
The writing's awful. The
I
CGI
love-
is very awful in many places.
I love
The
that
acting
movie.
is
Thy bidding.
wooden at best.
I will.
There are certain performances that are really strong, though. I want to point that out.
My life for Nazul.
Papa Palpatine, like the actor who plays Sheev, like
Oh, yeah.
he really, his performance really sang. Especially when he did the evil. That was the
He's
one.
I wish only
Wonder Teen.
It's just a joy. No run attack.
That was the
Never
one thing I
build any
remember.
units to defend.
I was kind of expecting Bubbles to do that.
Why? You build units to attack. You leave the defenses for you.
Brought me back.
thy bidding.
So I'm using the units for attack to defend.
Die. All the necromancers are dying.
Well, not all of them.
Oof. Oof.
My attack force is kind of decimated a little bit. It's fine or
A
something.
little bit.
A little bit.
Bickering Gear Bunch, starring Solid Kibs, Liquid Bubs, Disco as Raiden, Arch as Octacon. Octacon?
That brute
Become-
must be Zulrog.
I thought his name was something else. His Vamp? Is an Octacon the guy with the pistol who does the pistol flipping thing, or who's that? Who's the guy who does the flippy pistols?
I hope you're not asking me now, Cal.
No, I don't. I'm not asking you. I'm asking chat. Flippy pistol man. Flips pistol. Flips it a lot. He flips it for like a long time, and I'm not sure if he's
You're
trying
very descriptive.
to. Like it's an interesting
Karsak.
scene. Okay,
Flip pistol.
so
Flip pistol.
there's a guy with like a little bandana or
A
something.
man have personality.
And then he has
personality,
a-
flip pistol.
He has a revolver, and that was his personality. He fucking flipped the pistol. Revolver Ocelot. Yeah, that's the one. Where he flippy. And he flips it for like an hour, and I'm just wondering, like, is the other guy, like, gonna shoot him while he's doing that?
Our brethren need assistance.
He's like, look at me flipping my pistol to show you how good I am at flipping the pistol. It's to show that he understands the weight and the balance of his weapon. It's more symbolic, but it's kind of silly in retrospect. It definitely conveys the point that the guy understands the balance of the gun very well.
Thy bidding.
Clint Eastwood?
Yeah, sounds like Clint Eastwood.
I mean, it kind of
Good point there.
Flippy pistol. Flippy
Yeah. It's 94 necromancers. Use them for defense, Cal.
This better be good.
Nice. Bubs, how come we haven't won yet, Bubs? What's going on, Big B?
Because you never build any units.
Bubbles, this is not
So
my
I
jurisdiction.
have to go build units, and then I lose a fair few of them during the attacks. So then I have to wait to build more units.
Where shall my
Bubbles, we're
blood
gonna
be
run out of gold. And why are you selecting my character thing over there?
spent? I bow
Just
to
fuck you.
your will.
Oh, the bottom right base is still there, isn't it?
No.
Oh, it isn't? Okay.
Yes,
I
master.
don't know, but it looks like there's buildings there on the mini-map.
I don't know why. That one's long gone. Long gone.
Ocelots are proud creatures, meows. I made a
No,
War
they
Thunder
aren't.
meme and memes, says Red Wolf Dog Rocket.
Oh god, why?
Our gold mine has collapsed.
Why would you do that, Kyle? Why is he doing?
How come we haven't won the game, Bubbles?
Cause you never build any fucking units, Kyle.
Memes. Is this necessarily a meme, or is this just kind of cringe? Because this boils down to cringe.
Probably cringe, to be honest. Knowing him.
There's a bunch of furries on it.
Yeah, that is cringe.
Viking furry. It's got a
That's
Swedish
just
flag.
cringe.
Maximum Smash shall be bullied for many hours.
I'm going to rename him to Maximum Cringe.
Maximum
What
cringe.
does the shadow will?
Didn't Metal Gear Solid 3 have a guy whose main power was control over bees? I don't know, but it sounds... Not the bees, not the bees.
Restless dead
In
awaits
my
thy
eyes,
bidding,
oh.
master.
It's kind of dumb. I give it a 7 out of 7 bunnies. Pretty funny.
I will be done.
I give you titties.
Let my
This
cries
better
chimber.
Oh no, Bubba!
Dead awaits
Well, I hope you managed to make do, Kyle.
Can I possess corpse cards?
No.
This is unfortunate.
only to serve.
Oh, why did you not build anything, Kyle?
Bubbles, use the banshees I built you.
You built me. I've been building these, Kyle.
Bubbles, I've been queuing them up. You can check the stream.
Kyle. Yeah, you've been queuing them up after I've queued them up already.
My cries chimber.
I'm back on Arch server, and it's my first Arch meme in 2 years. I feel bad for you?
Not bad for Arch.
I guess I feel bad for Arch.
The dead shall
Oh
serve.
my god, run!
Darkness guide.
Squeak romancers. The battle was long and brutal,
Was it?
and then we died.
My life for Nazul. Thy will be done. Thy bidding,
Let my
master.
cries
Well, eventually the Necromancer will die at least.
To serve. My fate is sealed. Where shall my blood be spilled? I
See,
grasp
if you're smart, you can tell the towers what to attack,
Yep, I've been doing
such
that.
as the Necromancers.
my fate is sealed.
How do we get the big things back?
Probably attack them.
With what?
Units.
With what units?
I don't know. The units I left there.
let my
You left units here?
cries chimber.
Controlling them right now, Kyle.
Is under attack.
Except you managed to kill half of them.
Let darkness guide me. Intrigue
No.
for the Lich King. Intrigue. Our brethren need assistance.
Our brethren need assistance.
Well, too bad for them.
Over Delicious asks, is this a survival wave mission? Kinda.
Feels like it.
Oh, you've got Sylvanas. I expected more from you.
That sounds like the voice actor who plays
Our
Eldred.
brethren need assistance.
Let my cries
Probably is.
chimber living.
Voice actors are everywhere.
I like that guy's voice though. Very depressing sound.
Our brethren need assistance.
Wow, they are just churning
Thy
units.
bidding, master.
This is a custom
Jesus.
mission. It's why it's so absurdly hard.
It is. Well,
Let my
it's a, at this point, reimagining of the campaign.
Yes, master.
So I'm not going to say that this is just a co-op campaign, because this is not a fucking co-op campaign.
I will
More
be
gold
done.
is required.
Summoning is complete. Our brethren need assistance. My
Smash
life
buildings,
for
you
Nazul.
lazy cows.
More gold is required.
Oh no, I lost the Murloc.
Thy
I lost the
bidding,
bandit too,
master.
apparently. The
My
troll's still
life
alive, though.
for Our brethren need assistance.
let my cries
Thy bidding, master. Summoning is complete. Summoning is complete.
Smash towers.
Summoning is complete. I bow to your will. My
Keep smashing
life,
towers.
I wish
Our
only
brethren
to
need
serve.
assistance.
God help me, they are just spamming units still. Smash all the buildings, it'll be fine one day or something. Maybe, kinda-ish.
Our brethren need assistance.
Thy bidding, master.
Why did Blizzard decide to add a discount Minotaurs into WarCraft? And were they a WoW era edition? They added them because they were in Kalimdor.
Mm-hmm. Or at least in Warcraft 3.
Yep. The reason why they weren't in the previous games is, number one, they hadn't made them up yet as a realistic creative writing answer. And number two, because they hadn't explored the new content about new races like the Night Elves, the Tauren, the Centaur, Mongolian people. The,
We don't like those.
There was a couple others I can't remember off the top of my head.
Our brethren
They're more
need
minor though,
assistance.
background character, creature-y things. You want me to send more creatures up there?
Call to
Summoning
me.
is complete.
I
What
might
must
have
I
it.
do? Why have I been summoned?
I bow
Maybe.
to
Need
your
assistance.
If you can send stuff, though, it would help.
Sending 5 banshees. Where do you want me to put them?
I'm not sure if the banshees are going to be particularly useful. There's not a whole lot to possess at the moment.
This better be good.
It's kind of all we got though.
Our brethren need assistance.
You can put a banshee over there. In fact, you can buy some mercenaries and send those.
I must obey.
I guess you're just not going to do that.
Which ones do you want? What do you mean, what am I gonna not do that? I'm already there.
Our
Mercenaries,
brethren
buy.
need
Send them over.
assistance.
A tricky ghost. Find enemies to kill. Get on with it.
There's a lot of mercenaries available at the camps.
We don't have money, bubbos.
Why is that?
Let the
More
killing
gold is
begin.
required.
There's
Our
bubs.
brethren need assistance.
Uh-huh.
See, it's so spammy, it's kind of disgusting.
It is very spammy. But I think I've taken out all the acolytes, so I don't think they can repair anything.
I go.
Or rebuild anything. Probably take out the altar so we don't get another... No, never mind. My mother's just spawned again.
What must I do?
Yay, more units.
A happy bub.
Okay, I think they are just out of stuff completely. Doesn't seem to be building anything at the moment. Yeah, no. The recruitment buildings aren't doing anything. We won, Kyle. We won through fucking attrition.
They're retreating, we won't.
Best Thought says, I recently purchased an old Battle.net CD key for Warcraft 3. Does anyone know how to install old school Warcraft 3 and not new trash version piracy?
Regrettably, unless you have the original CD, there is no other alternative.
That is the way to do it. It's the only way to do it, I'm pretty sure.
Otherwise, your version will be the almost unworkable, unplayable, reforged version.
Piece of shit version.
Well, fuck. Yeah. Fuck indeed, bud.
Any final words, demon?
The key will still work, so there's that.
I beg you.
It doesn't
Yeah.
technically matter,
I swear
You can play Reforged.
because there's plenty of keys available.
Smiles.
Remember now just to save your own skin. I'm listening.
I know what my brother's plans are. I know where their forces are.
Yeah, you can download like 131
Serve you, and I'll
from
help you defeat
any
them.
site, and just make sure you don't update.
Baron Mothras, I'll let you prove your loyalty to me. But be warned, I'm keeping you on a short
You'll only be able to play through LAN if you want to play with other people, though.
Mm-hmm.
Finally, we did it. Don't worry, Carl. I'm sure the last mission will be perfectly fair and balanced.
Yeah. Sure, all these missions balanced around something. Reforged really that bad, Kibs? Play it and find out.
It's worse, actually.
It's remarkably remarkable. Mally says, Scourge are all about a trashing.
That's nice and all.
So what's the issue with ODST? Oh, why do you bring that up?
That's out of nowhere.
The issues I have with ODST, like, I like the idea of being able to play as something other than Master Chief in the Halo IP. It was fun in Halo 2 to play as the Covenant for a little bit, if it not a little gimmicky, but it was kind of cute, you know? The idea of playing as, like, an ODST is kind of cool, but the problem is, in order to make a proper game, you need to make a new engine. Because the Halo 3 engine is designed around Master Chief. Like, it was specifically designed for that one thing.
You just need to have a different feel to the gameplay.
You just felt like you were Master Chief.
Look like high elves.
Mhm.
What are they doing here?
Not only that, but the stealth system that they tried to put in it is abysmal.
We have sworn to avenge the ghost of Quel'Thalas. This dead land will be cleansed.
What was the other
It
problem?
also feels so
The music.
directionless.
You made a terrible
The
mistake
story
by coming
is a mess. The writing itself, when you actually look at the characters, is bad. The other thing, and we can get into the specifics about that in just a moment. The other thing that's really bad about the game is the music direction. It's completely the wrong direction. While some people like smooth jazz and stuff like that, that's cool, that's great for you. But when I buy a game, I expect that game in a pre-existing series to have a certain set of music. Like, okay, if it wants a more somberly Halo music pace, then take a more somberly Halo music. But don't just erase the Halo music and subvert it and supplant it with jazz, because that just felt dumb. Not only that, but another big problem I had with the game was the fact that they just used actors as characters. It's really cringe.
Time is fleeting.
So awful when they model characters after the actors.
Yep.
Our brethren need assistance.
Okay, what am I taking, Bubs? What are you taking?
What do you want to take?
I'll take these. You can have the siege engines. Because I love you, Bub. Thank you, Kibi.
Okay.
As
I'll
the shadow.
have 3 units. It's fine.
I'll have 3 units. You want some of the ghouls?
No, at least I got archers. That's something. We got a hero each.
Oh, I do have a hero. You're right. I was like, what? Keep forgetting, what's his name? Anubarak.
I'll see to it.
See, if you're big brain, you just set the
Actually, that's what I was
skeletons
gonna do. I was
to attack.
actually
You
setting
didn't do it.
I was setting a control group, so...
A control group of skeletons that will despawn?
No, I was setting a control group for my guys. So I could
That's
just...
the first thing I do when we enter a mission.
Yeah, but I procrastinate. Halo Wars was nice. Halo Wars was nice on console, where it was actually designed
it's
for
bad.
it. The minute it got transferred over to the PC, too
Cal,
bad.
pick up some fucking item. It's fucking boring.
Consume the living and the
I like the fact that it had the Halo paint.
That was cute, but as a game, it was fucking abysmal.
But I want to remind you guys that Halo Wars canceled Halo Gen. Halo Gen was the way superior looking art, really good. Like, really good. Yeah, about it? Because they thought it would compete with their Halo Wars game.
DMCA or cease and desist?
Cease and desist. I mean, technically they used a DMCA, but regardless. And so they made them take it down. Which is funny, because Halo Wars was an Xbox exclusive, and Generals is a PC exclusive. They would not have competed in the slightest.
Now I wonder.
What's wrong,
I have
Bub?
a sneaky mission behind that.
You lied to me, Bubs.
Did I? When?
Indubitably, Bubs.
Now, this looks like it might have something behind.
Reach Reach wasn't as bad as ODST. It suffered from a lot of problems, though.
Oh god. Ah, make everything spongy.
Not only that, but they demystified like the coolness of the Spartans by making them super lame.
They did.
Which also
Don't need to tell people everything.
Yep, over-explaining everything, showing me the one of the worst characters in Halo's lore, Dr. Halsey. Oh my god. Fucking insufferable.
Well, this is where we land. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom.
Where may land?
Been ready for you to land for forever, Cal.
Communication is essential to victory, Bubs. Use it.
Could have landed whenever you wanted. It's no rush. Waddle, waddle. Smash. Smash! Make things go away.
The Blood Elves must be destroyed, Bubs.
Good. I'm glad you finally see reason, Cal.
They must be cleansed, Bubs. Washed from them this land, Bubs. If you're not sitting in the boat playing Valheim. Dream got killed in my ends as Black Raven. Refresh it.
Killed would mean ended.
It?
I don't know.
Like
I
it
think it might be
shouldn't.
boomering. I suspect chat's actually being boomers now.
No, it's still running. I haven't pressed anything. This is also one of the reasons why I wanted the stream deck, so I could unbind any key on my keyboard for streaming onto a separate like button format.
So you don't accidentally press anything?
There's no, it's literally impossible because it's on a different, it's on the stream deck off to the side. Like unless
I'm
I
sure
like,
you could find a way if you wanted to, Kyle.
I punch it, which I've never done. No, YouTube made it seem like the stream was over.
These elves.
Well,
are pathetic.
it's certainly not.
It's no wonder we destroyed their homelands.
How does it make it seem like it's over?
Pity I wasn't there to stop you.
Hey,
It's been a
Kael'thas doesn't have that spell. Fuck off, game.
It's Kael'thas. I haven't seen you since. You lead these elves?
This group, at least. What you faced here was merely a scouting force. Defeating Lord Illidan's army will be far more difficult.
Illidan? He's behind this invasion?
He is. Our forces are vast, Arthas. Even now they march upon the Ice-Crowned Glacier. You'll never make it in time to save your precious...
Sounds like YouTube had a serious stutter, in fact.
Consider this payment for Quel'Thalas and other insults.
Make haste. My enemies draw near. Our time's almost spent. Are you well, Death Knight?
My powers are weakening, but I'll be alright. He's right. We'll never reach the glacier in time.
There is another route we might take, Death Knight. The ancient shattered kingdom of Azul-Narub lies deep below us, though it has fallen on dark times.
Remember when Azul-Narub was supposed to be a zone in Wrath of the Lich King?
It was, then it turned into a dungeon.
Lead on, Anubarak.
2 dungeons.
Which I think is dumb in my opinion.
Yeah, that was kind of lame.
Like, I wanted to explore the Nerubian kingdom. and like get to learn more about the Nerubians because they sound really interesting. Like this ancient race that was basically overcome by the undead first. Okay, cool. Like, what's about them? What's going on?
That could protect us on our
Nothing.
march.
What are we gonna do
Not all
instead?
that
We're just gonna add a bunch of
interesting
biomes that don't make any sense to Northrend.
Oh, you don't want jungle in Northrend?
The jungle biome was dumb. Like, actually dumb.
To be fair, I completely see why they added it.
It's to break up the
Yes,
monotony.
snow is fucking boring.
Look, I like being cold, desolate wasteland. My favorite place in Northrend is a little bit of Storm Peaks. Storm Peaks was cool.
And Grizzly Hills is best place.
Storm Peaks has some really cool music.
Where shall my blood
Howling
be
Fjord is also
spilled?
kind of cool.
Storm Peaks, Howling Fjord. Born Tundra was kind of boring.
Oh, that's awful.
My fate is sealed.
That might have to do with the quests more than anything else. Like, the look didn't bother me. It was actually just the fact the quests were boring.
I bow to your will.
The look was pretty bland. Like, there are a couple of things that were halfway decent,
Thy
like
will
Kuldara.
be done.
But when you get there, it's like, oh, this is ugly. This is just ugly. And then you go to Howling Fjord, and I was like, ooh, this is nifty.
Howling Fjord's nice. Grizzly Hills is nice. How did you feel about Zul'Darak?
Zul'Darak was alright. That was like your introduction
My
to like
fate is
Scourge area.
I gladly obey.
That was
I
kinda
did
cool.
a fairly good job of it because it had that conflict going between the Scourge and the Trolls.
Yep, the Troll Empire was trying to fight on the Scourge, and the Scourge were trying to overrun them.
Complete.
That was kind of cool. Storm Peaks, I liked Storm Peaks, but I wish the position of Zul'Darak and Storm Peaks were kind of swapped. Because it doesn't make as much sense that the Scourge aren't there.
Summoning is complete.
Ice Crown Citadel, I think they fucked that up, though.
Ice Crown Citadel was, for the most part, alright.
It's alright, but it's a little too blue.
Yeah, it's far too monotonous.
It's
My
too blue.
life for Ner'zhul.
Like, I like the idea of these cool giant walls and this, like, horde of undead. It really felt like you were getting near the Lich King, you know? Like, they did that right. But, like,
My fate is
everything else... I did like the Argent Crusade tournament thingy. Like, that was kind of cute.
It was cute as a little standalone thing, as a supposed to be a whole content patch thing to keep people from killing themselves and from just quitting the game. It was kind of awful.
It was remarkably... Like, it needed to have more stuff to it.
There wasn't a whole lot going on as a raid tier, for instance.
Oh yeah, no. The late game, like, Northrend, the Blizzard guys fucking dropped the ball.
Noxramas was super easy.
Is that the one by Born
Our
Tundra?
brethren need assistance.
Whatever that one is, kid.
Upgrade complete.
That wasn't a big fan of that dungeon.
Our
It was the
brethren's
first raid.
towers
Snake
are
Man.
No.
Who the hell are they? I have never seen their like in Northrend before.
Our brethren need assistance.
We had a building over there?
Yes. Nope. We will need that building.
Oh, I can build new ones.
Okay.
In fact, I built one, actually,
wish
because I didn't know
only
we
to
needed, or there was another one.
Summoning
Okay, then.
is complete.
Our brethren tremors. What tortures this land?
The earthquakes have shattered a glacial wall and revealed a new waterway. Perhaps our fleet can use this to our advantage. Thy will be done. We demand additional lumber. Our brethren need assistance.
Is there a hero? I'm gonna borrow a new Barak to grab the wood.
Oh, this is faster.
Oh, you got it? Okay.
I'll consume
I bow to
We
you.
demand additional lumber.
I suck your PP.
My
Grizzly
fate
Hills
is
was great
sealed.
though. It had nice music, it was chill, it actually had some colors. You know what I hated though?
What's that?
The new Tauren. They looked so retarded.
Oh, God.
Our
the
brethren need
You know what they should have done? Made the fucking goddamn walrus people playable.
They should have.
That would have been funny.
They were adorable.
I like the walrus people. The Tauren's faces with the dumb faces, yeah, they were stupid.
Summoning is complete.
Also, the fact that there were Tauren up there was also stupid. The trolls I
Yeah.
can see because they're like a plague. They get
Oh,
everywhere.
the trolls are everywhere. That's kind of the whole thing. They was Kangs.
They was.
Our brethren need assistance.
The Rekill weren't a bad addition.
You say they were bad?
They weren't a bad addition.
Yeah, I kind of like them. Big, giant Norse-like men.
They were V Kangs. Only one count. I would suggest building some units at some point, Cal. Just saying. Units are kinda useful for defending.
Must get more researchers, Bubs, and become technologically prosperous.
I'm not turning back for you.
Bubbles, no. Bubbles has had enough.
Next time, deal with it yourself.
Wow, rude, Bubs.
Our brethren need assistance. My light, Bonazur.
R-U-D-E, Bubs.
I gladly obey.
I am not, in fact, the. I was like, that's not what I mean.
Our brethren need assistance. Upgrade complete. My fate upgrade complete. Upgrade complete.
Upgrade complete. Upgrade complete. Upgrade.
Where shall I run this?
Blue Dragon, come back. I'd rather want a green dragon.
Research complete. My life, Bonazur. Research complete.
Technology, Bubs.
Dare enter my lair. I am
You know-
Sapphiron, ancient servant of Malagos the Spellweaver.
That's
Explain
2
yourselves.
level 10 blue dragons.
Sorry we don't have time to chat, Great Worm. We've come to murder you and steal whatever artifacts you've hoarded over the centuries.
Honesty. How refreshing. None may challenge Sapphiron and live.
We've come to murder you. I do like Arthas.
It's straightforward, at least. There's that.
He's honest.
Gladly obey.
My god, Cal, why don't you build some buildings? Christ.
Why don't I build what?
Useful buildings, Cal, god damn it.
Which buildings do you want?
The Altar of
Oh, I
Darkness
didn't
is
build
dummy.
that. Oh, yeah.
No, you didn't.
Bibs.
I have to sit and scratch my ass for forever.
Why?
City of Abominations.
We already have the building. Oh, that's right. We need Elder Black Citadel.
Yes. We wish to need the Altar of Darkness, Kyle. It's not going to sit there for forever waiting for this.
The boats can't fight back.
Nope, those can't.
Our brethren's town is under attack.
Don't have a lot that can
Our
fight
brethren
back.
need assistance. Upgrade complete. The restless dead shadow upgrade complete.
My boat.
I tried to make him run away, Bib.
Our brethren need assistance. Research complete. Summoning is complete.
Slappy, slappy, Kyle. Slappy, slappy.
I bow to your will.
Slappy, slappy.
The damned stand more ready. Gold is
Need more gold.
required.
There you go. Good, Kyle. Upgrading the right things, Kyle. I'm so proud of you, Kyle.
I think Bubbles is getting mad. He's getting cantankerous.
Good night, Mally.
Goodbye, little mealy.
Now, explain why they fucked over Anubarak. People like the new Brock. He's like good, loyal man, and they're like, eh.
What about Mare?
You kill him in dungeon, then you come back in raid. So, they make him such a throwaway character.
They do.
They really done fucked him.
There's still the FPS market's doing pretty well. Like a lot of people are blind and will be like, "Oh, Call of Duty." There's a lot of other FPS games that come out. Gotten a lot late. Especially in the realms of old school sort of style ones. They're getting a nice resurgence as well. Thanks to things like Dusk. Medieval. The one with the girl with the gun. Don't remember the name.
I don't remember it either. Iron Fury, was it?
Iron Fury, yeah. And there's a bunch more coming out too. Like an actual fuck ton of those shooters coming out. We're also
Iron
getting a new
Fury's
Halo.
Technically a sequel, I think.
Where shall
Yes,
my blood be
to the other
spilled?
game, which was kind of mediocre.
Yes, which also has that Ramen.
Thy will be done.
I'm actually kind of looking forward to the new Halo.
Are you?
I gladly
Okay.
obey.
Because Halo 5's gunplay was actually pretty decent.
Yes.
It was an
Master.
improvement, but it's like Halo's strong suit was never its gunplay.
No,
It was
But
the
now-
overall design.
now I have to look forward to the gameplay. The one thing I don't look forward to is the story. But I'm not sure what they're doing with the story. It looks like they've completely abandoned what happened in 4 and 5. Which I'm not gonna, like, I'm not opposed to it, but, like, what's the deal? Because Chief was in stasis, apparently. I like that they're going back to the roots.
We'll see.
We will be streaming that when that comes out. If they fuck it up, I won't be surprised. I just hope it's fun. Because that was the one thing I think Bubbles and I agreed on when we played 5. Like, 5 story is bad, but it's like, okay, whatever. The game was not, it wasn't painful to play.
See, the thing with 5 is that for the first time ever in a Halo game, your bullets will actually land in the direction you're pointing.
That was very nice. Like, the fact that the guns behave like guns, kind of, was like, what? And then they also made the Prometheans, the really fucking annoying faction, or whatever they're called, kind of somewhat interesting
Research
weapons.
complete.
Like, they fixed a lot of problems for them.
Well, they made them less worthless.
Oh god, I just hated using them in fucking 4.
Oh, because they're awful. They have like one that's moderately, vaguely usable until you run out of ammo in like 2 seconds. That's just another problem with Halo, though. Ammo's still a goddamn problem. Yeah.
Yep.
Our brethren need assistance.
Okay, at least it's not just a flying only attack.
At least that.
What am I? Dudes.
Our
This
brethren
better
need
be
assistance.
I await.
That's cute. Kyle thinks he has dudes.
You have some.
Thy bidding.
Come on,
Master.
kill
Our
dragon.
brethren need assistance.
Here we go. We're getting somewhere.
Research complete.
You know, seeing Kibs play these RTS games fills me with hope. If he can be somewhat combined at it one day, I may learn how to play these as well. Help me, Bubbles.
Oh, I won't look to Kyle for competence in Warcraft 3. He's not what I would consider competent in Warcraft 3.
But I
But
can
that's
beat
fine.
the game. I could beat the campaign
Our
on
brethren
normal by
need
myself
assistance.
easy.
Well, yeah,
Probably beat it on
well,
hard.
normal
At
is
least
pretty
I
easy.
still have enough power to do this.
It's just the minute I play multiplayer in this game, I get absolutely thrashed.
But you need to conserve your energies, Death Knight. We have a long road ahead of us.
Lord of the Clouds, what do you do? Oh, that could be vaguely useful.
Proceed.
Where should my blood
Here,
be
have some
spilled?
resources. There, we did it, Cal. We beat the game. It's time for us to end the stream.
Liar, liar, bub on fucking fire.
What does the shadow?
Look, Cal, being attacked.
Just darn it. Wait, are the turrets silenced?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right, they can do that.
That's the reason you don't cluster them together like that.
It's most regrettable, bubs. Most regrettable indeed.
More gold is required.
I don't even remember what happened to Saffron.
He kind of like disappears.
Oh yeah, they put him in Noxramas. That's what they did with him. You and your kind of disappeared, Kyle.
I mean, I could see it. This start.
Sleeper awakes.
Kyle's like, I'm not certain what happened. That mean it's gone.
The shadow.
In that case, Bubs, I salute your ability to carry the dead weight that is Kyle.
The restless
Look at
dead
that, Bubs.
awaits.
Getting your pee sucked.
You're not dead weight. You deal with base expansion. That's not something that can be fucked with.
Yeah, chat. Bubs gets to go kill stuff. Kibs gets to go build stuff. And research stuff.
And sometimes I offer you units and you're like,
More
no.
gold is required.
We do occasionally take one of Bubbles' units and like move it on the other side of the map. So he's like, where did that unit go?
So strange that it's gone. This group of units is nowhere near enough to attack anything. I'll go attack something.
Hey, Borky. Peasant Thought says he wants to suck Bubs off.
Sounds about right, to be honest. I can't believe him saying that.
Bubbles with Kibs praise. What stream am I on? Says Hank Colesar, confused that his name is Hank. He's Cole.
I mean, at best, that was a backhanded compliment.
At best, it's
At best.
Bubbles being a little crybaby.
Our brethren need assistance.
Wow, Bubbles trying to fight the enemy.
Someone has to.
Bubbles, there's a lot of them.
I know that.
I've researched as much research as I could research for the moment.
Oh, that's good. Newbrook died.
An allied hero has been killed.
What do you want, Cal?
Bubbles got his fucking dude killed. Guess I'll rebuild him again.
Our brethren need assistance.
Is there any survivors?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why?
Just curious is all, Bib.
Okay, I at least know just how many baddies there are there. There's a lot.
Our brethren need assistance.
I wish only to serve.
Definitely use. Oh.
There's a lot of things we could use more of.
Uh oh. Guys, why do people seem to add the number symbol in front of a bunch of words? Hashtag too many hashtags. This is called hashtag. Oh my god.
I'm not sure if he's trying to be funny or if he's just going full on maximum boomer right
Hello,
now.
Alexander, and welcome to the stream. They're saying pound these words. I think he's just being special intentionally. The guys, I'm funny, guys. Sadness was noted. Okay, Bubbles, you're gonna need more abominations. They have a lot of flying stuff, I think.
The Naga don't have that much flying stuff, at least.
Necromancers.
See, now people think they're trying to be smart and saying it's the pound key. It's also called a hash and a number key.
Yeah.
It's...
Robert Mark says, I don't use social media, so it's boomerism.
That's some hardcore boomerism
says
then.
Citrus Gang. Because of Twitter, Robert, it ruined that symbol. Hashtag, give me your money. No, that is basically what Twitter did with it, though. Like, it's hashtag. The idea of the hashtag is how it's like...
It's a tag.
It tags it. So it's like...
That's all it is.
If you say hashtag cooking, then if you type in cooking into search, the cooking hashtag, and anything with the hashtag that was posted shows up. It's a tag.
It's basically a keyword for searching shit and stuff like that.
Yep.
Master.
It's just used for a lot of cringy stuff, like
My fate
hashtag not all, hashtag.
Hashtag Kyle.
I gladly
Don't be
obey.
mad, Bubs. Bubs, you forgot your rest of your units, bib.
Did I?
For the Lich King.
Take that one. You do still need units, Kyle. Now I want one more unit, but what do I want? That's the real question. Maybe an abomination. Get something tanky.
I thought it was Insta. I thought Insta was based off of hashtags, says Osuzuzi. Wait, says he.
For sure, Instagram is based off of sharing images.
Instagram's kind of nice. Like, I like it.
I hate it.
Why do you hate it?
It's for trash people.
What? Instagram's where I find a lot of recipes for nice things.
Yeah.
I mean, I really just use it for recipes. Like, I'm like, ooh, I kind of feeling a hankering for, like, a dip. And I'm like, I want, like, a chip dip. Or, like, basically, like, where you cut up little slices of bread and then you bake them with garlic, butter. And I was like, I'll make a dip. That's where I came up with, like,
Research
an artichoke
complete.
dip. Recipe was pretty nice. I mean, that's what I use Instagram for. The other thing that Instagram's also kind of useful for is if you're looking for, like, just cool pictures and art.
Kyle,
What's that?
I've taken the units I'm gonna take. The rest are going to stay for defense. We'll get a one attack, by the way. Nothing else.
Okay, go do your thing.
If this one attack fails, we have no goal to do anything.
What do you mean we have no gold to do anything?
Our
There's
brothers
2,000
need
gold left, not mine.
assistance.
Bubbles, don't fuck up.
I don't intend to.
Where shall my blood be spilled?
Where shall my blood be spilled? Black 1917 donates $4. I breed Kibs and bully Kibs. What about Bumps? Bubs has a voluptuous feminine body. Okay, big titties, big ass, firm hips, big lips. I don't know. Eyebrow.
Sometimes I wonder how much time you actually spend fantasizing about me.
Has toenails. That's a rarity these days. Has fingers. Those fingers might or might not have nails. Just saying. There may be a few of them missing. Bubs has teeth, tongue. Some might even assume he might have a neck.
What else? Are you forgetting anything?
A belly button, maybe, unless he's an alien. Then it's a back
People
button.
without belly buttons.
Bubbles has a back button because he's a baby.
Do I have 6 nipples?
You might have several. No, you might have had too much badger milk.
It is good badger milk, though.
I don't know what about that phrase just hurts my soul.
Because it's so special.
Now that's good badger milk. Chat.
It's just slightly thick and gooey.
That's good badger milk. Rob Schneider is a badger.
Our gold mine is
Rob
near-
Schneider is a badger milk.
Just a sloppy bottle of badger milk. Paul, you thought your pitiful attack would frighten me? Mer, 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 mer. When are you gonna do your little bubbly attack?
When I have the lost boat.
Oh wow, you're gonna burn up all our gold. You weren't kidding.
I need boats to attack.
Now that's good bubble milk. Oh my god, it's fucking fizzy milk. Milk bubs. And what do you get? You get you get fizzy milk. It bubbles. Just like ew. Now that's good bubble milk.
That's good titty milk. I see
Dizzy
a single
milk.
dogger there.
The Duke is the kind of... The Duke is the kind I'm talking about. The Duke are you talking about? It's one singular chunk and one singular flavor. Nice.
It's like chocolate milk when it gets all chunky. Because it's not mixed well.
Chunky milk.
Chocolate milk.
I expect a swift victory, folks.
I hope for one.
You got this.
I would hope so.
Mind if I take a transport to grab a acolyte so we can start building abilities over there?
Feel free. What the hell are the ships doing?
Our brethren need assistance.
Isn't there a free worker button where it grabs whatever free...
I bow to your will.
I'm not sure if there's one to grab all of them, but you can cycle through
Our
them.
brethren need assistance.
The damned stand ready.
Well, we certainly have a lot of skeletons.
Our gold mine is collapsed.
I got a skelly arm and you can't harm me. Who do you voodoo, bitch?
Our brethren
Voodoo,
need
you voodoo,
assistance.
Where
bitch.
shall my blood be spilled? Yes, master.
Shaky, shaky titty.
Another earthquake. This can't be good.
Our brethren
Why?
need assistance.
It's unlocking areas for us, so that's a good thing, if anything.
Thy bidding, master.
Ah, can't be good. Ah, it's just a happen to unlock the next area for us to go.
Our brethren need assistance.
Now that's good bubble milk.
I wish all
can-
will be done.
We need to market that, bub. Building a base here is going to be kind of tricks.
Need assistance.
You don't need much of a base.
That's right, we just haunted. Derp.
Our brethren need assistance.
My life, Bonazul.
Keep trying to build more base.
Where shall my blood be
I keep
spilled?
smashing.
I wish only to serve.
Good subject chance, yoink. What? Ever
good
play
subject
Path of
change.
Exile? I've lost 10 years of my life to this game so far. I played it for a little bit.
I
But
played
like,
it for a bit. It was alright, but I would never touch it ever again.
yeah, I'm kind of bored.
It's
Like-
owned by China.
Oh, that?
Yes,
Oh, yeah, no, now I'm definitely not touching it.
Yeah. Never touching that. Grim Dawn is far better.
Grim Dawn is way better because it's much more like classic Diablo.
Grim Dawn is basically just a modern Diablo 2.
It's basically what Diablo 3 should have been.
Our
Grim
brethren
Dawn
need assistance.
Or
is I think one of the better action RPGs I played in recent years. Also, the one thing I didn't like about oh fuck, Bubs.
My
Bubs,
life was
help, help.
On my way. Bing, 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 bing.
thy will be done.
Well, you can start on the gold mine up there then.
I
I
gladly
didn't even know there was one up here.
yes,
Now you do.
master. I wish only to serve.
that-
Summoning is complete.
That's good gold mine.
That's good. Golder milk. It's not even a thing. Well, the pretense of drinking Coke, Robert. We all know this chat will get worse.
The damned.
Damn. Rob Rib. Sassy.
Rubber, 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 rubber.
Yeah, but Grim Dawn's a good alternative if you're looking for one. It's got some decent expansions, too.
Not sure about the last one. I never actually got around to doing that one. But the classes they add are nice.
Thy bidding, master. I gladly obey. The damned.
What I did for
Redone.
the
I gladly obey.
like couple of
Our brethren
streams I
need
did of
assistance.
Grim Dawn was I made basically an AFK build. Where I would just stand there and hold down the button while I read chat.
The damned stand.
And that was what entirely what the
Yes,
build was
master.
based around.
I wish only
Me
to
not actually
serve.
having to pay attention.
Gonna borrow one of your transports to ferry some more of those
I
acolytes
bow
over there.
to Your will.
Okay, you
Our
do that.
brethren need assistance. Thy will be done. The damned stand ready.
Milk theme stream sponsored by Milk.
Plus by Badger Milk.
Minnesota's big brand for milk is called Lando Lakes.
Okay then.
There's an Indian chick on it.
Okay.
Summoning is complete.
Thank you for this information, Cal.
I know. I just know that because there's
I feel like my life has truly been enriched
Where
now.
shall my blood be spilled?
you now know about Minnesotan culture.
Thy bidding, master.
I kill penguin.
Was no. Penguin, don't you still have a chance?
Yeah, I think I killed all the penguin. Not sure if there actually is anything up here.
A chick with big milk jug says Psycho Dad.
And of course he'd be turned on by that.
$10 says good night. You're not allowed to leave.
Yeah, you're not allowed to leave. Get back here.
Yeah.
Right now. Sit the fuck down
Hit
and
the-
watch.
Smash that like button. Fucking rub your dick all over
Remember
the bell.
to like and subscribe.
And fucking splooge all over the comments section. Like, I get why YouTubers say that. I understand. Like, likes and any form of engagement helps. Like, any form. Comments, likes, people talking to each other in the comment section, people liking each other's comments, boost the video's overall engagement. It makes a huge difference, actually, in the long run. But it's one of those things where it's just fucking cringe. It's fucking cringe to ask people to do that. Like,
Yes.
smashed it. Don't forget to subscribe, because that's also a huge deal. Like, a lot of people don't actually subscribe after watching a video and even liking it.
Mm-hmm.
And
There
that's
are several YouTubers I watch fairly consistently
Our
that I'm
brethren
not
need
subscribed to.
assistance.
same. And they're like, subscribe, and I'm like, nope, I still am not
Nah,
doing
nah.
it.
Like In Range TV, I watch that fairly consistently. Not subscribed to it, but I'm subscribed to Forgotten Weapons.
It's kind of funny, Bubs. But only got
Poor Carl, he gets nothing. Not you, Carl, the other Carl. Carl's like, what?
No, I know what you're talking about, Bubbles. God damn it. Kind
I
of
don't think you do.
green. Mm-hmm. There's also average view time, everything. So when somebody leaves, like Tentadilus, it stabs her channel right in the back.
Yep,
like,
kills that channel. Straight up kills it. It's over now.
But everything does count. Gun Jesus will bring salvation, says Psycho Dad. I do the same thing, Kibs, and probably the statistics show that many others do it too. But everybody knows it. Everybody admits it. You gonna need more troops, I assume?
I'd hope not. Might need it for later, but I'd hope I wouldn't need them right now. Oh, rip Volkswagens.
Bubs, what gun did you find the most interesting in Forgotten Weapons? Asked Robert Marcus.
That's a hard question.
Oh, come here, I'm into the stream.
Definitely say it's one of the more like derpy weapons. I'm sure it's the one I find the most interesting, but one of the ones that I certainly remember the most is a gun. It's a chain gun where you have to fire the gun every time you wish to load a new bullet in. So that one stuck out to me like a fantastic idea.
Yes,
And then you actually have to cycle. It's funny because you actually have to cycle through loaded chambers as well, with a questionable safety.
Every time someone asks me to subscribe, I'm legally required to not subscribe to their channel, says Christopher
Yes.
Brown.
That's exactly how it works.
It's actually not even too surprising. It's why, like, I think when I did the first videos on the old Bickering Bunch channel, like, I was trying to come up with an idea for, like, an outro, and I ended up just not. I mean, it's kind of like every video here. Like, we don't really do a subscribe thing. Don't really tell you to like the video. Don't really tell you to comment on it after it's uploaded. There's really no point.
Well, actually, there's a point. People are more likely to subscribe and engage in stuff when you tell them to.
It's fair, but you also get a lot of people that are gonna kick back against that, though.
Okay, you get a handful of people who don't like it, versus more people who do like it. It's like, okay, what are you going to do? Not subscribe? You already didn't subscribe.
That's fair. Maybe we should do that at the end of streams, but it's just kind of
Yeah, Carl, remember, every stream, you should be like, remember to comment, like, and subscribe, people. Our life depends on it.
like literally gonna die.
Yep, literally.
Fucking like Kibs stops coming streams. Bubs streams once. He's like, Kibs is dead, by the way. You guys killed him. You guys-
We didn't have enough subscribers. He died. It was...
just fell over dead.
It was terminal.
That's kind of funny though. That kind of makes me happy.
Or is it sad?
Hey, sip of tea.
God help me, Carl.
I managed to choke. Anyways,
I noticed.
every time someone, I read that. Yeah. Refresh. That sounds like a
Mark says,
safety
that sounds like a
nightmare.
safety... Yeah,
Yeah.
you don't say.
It does.
It is a safety nightmare. I just have to pull the trigger to cycle the gun through a loaded chamber, and I have to hope that the safety works. But the safety is of questionable quality.
Honestly, the other Forgotten Weapons videos I've seen, like a lot of some of the weapons are kind of cute and kind of cool. Like, oh, that's kind of nifty. But a lot of them are just kind of fucking cringe.
Yes. As Ian himself has said, there's a reason a lot of them are Forgotten Weapons.
There was that one Hungarian assault rifle thing that they had for World War II. They were like weighed at fucking ton. It's like a Danube or something. I can't remember what it's called.
Sure, it wasn't the SMG.
Was it supposed to be an SMG? It was like a rifle, but like it was automatic. But it was fucked up. Oh, maybe it was an SMG, but they managed to make it like be super heavy though.
Because they had one though. I don't remember how heavy the SMG was, but it just looked so massive and heavy. Like, you look and it's like, is that a bar?
The bar. Popular weapon, but not very good.
Not very good, no. Ridiculously heavy.
The M60 that would later come on, which would be inspired by German weaponry, would become a good assault weapon. Very iconic one too.
Not assault weapon.
Or
Machine gun gun.
machine gun. The M60 is very iconic. I like the look of it.
It is pretty iconic.
And then the little chubby snubby saw came along and replaced it.
That one is specifically made as an assault weapon though.
Yep. The saw is actually a pretty good weapon though.
Because that is exactly what SAW stands for, Squad Assault Weapon.
Bubbles, you're killing them, Bubs. No.
Very slowly, because I have no siege weapons.
Yeah, maybe we can send you some. Oh wait, they're dead. Never mind. Where's those boats? There they are.
Must be.
Our brethren need assistance.
My phone blinked it at me. Why would it do that, Bubs? I'm in the middle of something.
Because fuck you.
Probably fucking somebody calling about my insurance. Like, you're intending to renew your insurance for your car. It's like, I have a different insurance. Stop fucking calling me.
My life, Nezu.
Well, it's still time to renew.
I'm not. Like, this is your last chance, they've been saying for over a year now.
Well, you better get to it then.
It's like, dude, my last chance was over when it expired, and I have a new one.
You know, one of my favorite videos on Forgotten Weapons is probably the one where Ian gets to shoot the FG-42. He just looks so happy.
Yeah. You know what we need to make you watch? You need to watch the fucking guy who does the MREs.
I've seen one of his videos, I think.
That guy's fun, though. That guy's a little special. He's like, it smells awful. I probably shouldn't eat this. It could kill me. 5 seconds later, he's eating it.
You know what's funny?
Oh, it's quite terrible.
In range, tried some not particularly old Russian MREs, but like maybe they were like 10 years at that point. They're like, it smells funny. I don't want to touch it. Just the difference. It's like, I value my life.
That guy, I forget what his name, 98 something. Like, he's gone to the hospital several times.
Can't imagine why.
Like, he ate a Boer War fucking MRE, like field ration. Like, Jesus Christ, that's like over 100 years old.
I don't want ghouls. Stop sending me ghouls.
Our brethren need assistance.
I was just sending you the woodworkers so we can finish it up faster.
I don't want ghouls.
Oh, that channel's fun though.
You know what I was watching before stream?
What's that?
I was watching a movie from, not a movie, a film from 1943.
Yeah.
It was a training film for American GIs who were being sent to Britain.
Yeah.
It was on how to behave
Oh yeah.
like normal people.
It's like, okay, you're going into a different culture. You need to not be retarded over there.
Don't be fucking horny. And they're like, gonna be horny. I'm gonna be horny. I'm gonna do it.
Yep. I mean, that's why we executed like what over a couple hundred people after the invasion of Normandy because they got horny after the battle and started raping French women.
No, I'm pretty sure they got rapey, not horny. Pretty sure there's a difference there, Kyle.
The French women were like, "Oh, you liberated us," and it's like, "I'm gonna conquer you." It's like, no.
Trying to liberate your virginity.
Steve MRE 1988 is an amazing channel. But the fact he eats most of those rations is at the Bakery Bunch. Yeah. That's what makes his channel so impressive, though. It's how he's able to get a hold of all those very like rare MREs, and then he actually eats them. The way he describes it too, he's like, it's got a very, powdery, almost like a food reviewer, like a professional one.
Isn't he doing a food review though?
I mean, technically, yes. Reviewing MREs. The boar one. While it's not one of the worst ones, like there's been other ones. The Chinese MREs look fucking gross. Just because they look like seaweed.
Nice.
MREs are terrible for you, says Cody Davis. Well, you're not supposed to eat them. Generally. Like, it's field ration stuff. Basically, MREs, like, if you look at what's actually in them, when you eat that shit, it's not that it's terrible for you, it's that it's it's a lot of calories.
Yep.
But there's a reason for
you
that.
need a lot of calories when you're out in the field.
Yes, because you're on the field, you're on the front, you're doing physical exertion. Those rations aren't made for civilian use, they're made for soldiers on the front.
Someone in doing like heavy industrial work could also at least go through that many calories.
I actually tried some modern 15, 20, like 12, I can't remember, like MREs from the United States. Interesting. The cookies were alright. The mixed drink beverage thing is kind of eh. But like, it really depends on what MRE it is. Like some of them are like kind of decent, and then you get those other ones where it's like whoop. I forget what it was when my father served in the Cold War, but there was this one. I think it was like this pasta one. Like if you ever got that one, it's always shit. The spaghetti's one. Was it spaghetti? I can't remember. It's like no matter what, it's shit.
That's kind of great.
Anything with beef was bad too, apparently. Like he's like,
I can imagine.
Chicken. Chicken is the only thing they should do. No beef.
Seismic tremors. What tortures this land?
Uh-oh, Kyle. Uh-oh.
It's the big bear thing, isn't it?
Uh-oh. Scroll of mana. It's a scroll of mana.
It's the right bubs.
What's behind here, Kyle?
There it is, the giant pink. It's invulnerable.
Mm-hmm. Need to find an item to drop. That's a good item to drop here.
Oh shit, a penguin says Psycho Dead.
Truly horrifying.
Indeed.
It's the spoopiest of all the spoopies.
A lot of
That's a movie we
Vietnam-era
could watch at some
rations
point,
have
Cal.
held up. Seem to have held up comparatively poorly. Yeah. Anything, it depends on what era it's from. Like,
Military rations aren't supposed to last for 40 years.
yeah, no, the manufacturers don't make them to. They're made to order to last for a certain amount of X years.
I think they're supposed to have a shelf life of 2 to 4 years, something like that generally.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're usually not supposed to have them just laying around for forever.
My grandfather gave me his MREs. I have no intention of ever opening them.
What's funny is that people keep them.
You don't know why. It's one of those things like you get it in the military and it's like, oh, well, that's kind of cool. It's like, that's from the Vietnam War era. Which I guess is kind of a neat little fact. I just wouldn't open it.
Mm-hmm. Clearly collectible now.
I mean, some of those MRE places do collect them.
I'm not sure if you'll get much for them though.
Like, you can buy the Boer Wars, like, rations. I wouldn't. It looks abysmal. Like,
How do you think it smells?
sometimes if it's old enough, it's basically like almost like it's like mummified.
It's just dirt. Smells like dirt.
Oh, his hard track has a shelf life and decades at minimum. Yeah, it depends. Hard track has insane shelf life. Yep. I know my dad has one of those bucket things that you can buy, where it's all just dried food goods. He keeps them on the winter in case like there's ever a winter emergency with like roads or something like that. Because it has happened in the past in Minnesota's history where not able to get on the roads and it's too cold out. All you have to do is add water to the dried foods and then they poof back up. The Nerubians.
That's a lot of them.
There's a lot of them.
Don't worry, we have abominations.
What was it that I also learned? Like, even, you not just MREs, but like, generally at the grub hall, like, my pops told me that, what is it? Like, sometimes food would be okay, sometimes it would be just kind of like bland, but generally, what everybody he knew would do is they just put hot sauce on it. Always. Or ketchup or
That we don't
something.
have any flavor anymore.
Just to give it something else. He said if it was bad, I'd just smother it in so much hot sauce that I couldn't. There was no need to taste it. And I'm like, that's
It
fair.
worked.
Then apparently Fiesta Pale is awful survival food. It needs so much oil and water. We still have Cold War era MREs that are good to eat, but they are for like post-nuclear war Yeah, those ones.
Yes.
Those ones
There
are
are
meant to last.
some that are meant to last actually forever, but those aren't ones that are given out to the troops.
Mm-hmm. Those aren't field rations. That's more like
Those are stockpile.
bunker rations. Because I forget how many years, depending on where the nuclear blast falls, if a bomb were to fall, that you're supposed to wait underground.
Depends on the bomb, really.
Mm-hmm.
This could be rough.
Our gold mine has collapsed.
This could be big rough, Cal.
Bubbles. Bubbles is
Big
dead.
rough. Rough.
Thy bidding, master. I bow to your will. My fate is sealed.
Oh lord, he died it.
Oh, we got him. Welcome to the
They
stream,
did
Tootin'.
it. Hi, the Titan.
You're certain we can reach the glacier through these tunnels?
Nothing is certain, Death Knight. The ruins will be perilous, but it's worth the risk.
All right, let's go.
You know what's a good survival food?
What's that?
Fresh bread. It takes forever to go bad.
Look at Bubs trying to live his life. He's like, could just also use dried noodles. Or actually canned soup. Or anything canned. Vacuum seal. Dude.
Cancun?
Vacuum seals make things last a very long time. One thing I like about soup. I have so much of it in my cupboard.
Because you just add water.
Mm-hmm. Actually, the soup I have already has water in it.
Why?
Because it's not Campbell's. Campbell's is the one where you add water to the mix. I don't, because the city water, or the fucking water faucet tastes like fucking city water. Icky. Generally, I try to avoid using it.
My water's beautiful.
You've led us straight
I miss when I lived off a well
But tell me,
in the
who are these
countryside.
humans?
I don't live off
used
well.
his telepathy to enslave a top-ranking human warlord. I believe his name was Garabon or Gilithos or something. Human names all sound the same to me. Instead of stamping it out, Deathrock has taken control of the last pocket of human resistance. They maintain their own army within the keep.
Your brother is more clever than I thought. His defenses are considerable.
Yes, and with this paltry force you've mustered, a direct assault on his walls would be suicide.
I have no intention of assaulting the walls.
Then let's go before he...
My banshees will possess those hapless humans. We'll use them to open the gates for us.
You realize we'll have only a short amount of time before he discovers what we're up to.
Of course. If we strike quickly enough, Deathrock will never know what hit him.
Oh wow, Cal. You have to be sneaky squeaky.
Called condensed soup. Yep.
The Dark Lady. I am hers to command.
The patrol has returned. Open the gates.
Ready
They're
yourselves.
kind of blind.
The moment is
They
upon
clearly
us.
have different colored shields.
Now, my warriors,
They do.
strike! We can attack either of the two
Okay,
bases
do your thing,
with
Bubs.
impunity, but it's only a matter of time before
Okay.
We won game. Nice. What did you do, Bubs?
Got to set it to normal.
Bubbles!
You know, I've had a couple of canned soups before. They were all fucking awful.
Really? Too bad for you. Bubs. Campbell's canned soup is alright. I forget the ones I have.
A little bad. It was creamy tomato soup. Oh god, that was terrible.
Really? Weird. The ones we have are not too bad. There's this one, oh fuck, what was it? It was actually really good, but then they stopped carrying them. This just didn't sell well. Oh well. I forget what it was. It was like some sort of cheesy... Like it had a little bit of cheese in it. It was kind of great. I like creamy tomato penne or tomato basil.
You've done well.
Tomato basil, and then you make little grilled cheese sandwiches. Oh yeah.
But it's only a matter of
Oh
time before
yeah.
Deathrock is alerted to
I need you to send me banshees. Nothing but banshees. That's all I need, banshees. Okay?
No. Is it what?
Not too bad.
We have a building for producing these mythical banshees.
More gold is required.
I would hope so.
There's a gold expansion in the upper left, but I'm assuming it's guarded.
I don't know, but for now I need to do as much damage as possible.
More gold is required.
Alright, sending a banshee. Or building a banshee. I've got the rally point set to here, bub.
Okay.
Slay them for the master.
So all about doing as much damage as possible. You can always try to send something to see how the situation is over there.
Victory draws near.
Probably. There's a bunch of towers and stuff in the way, though. I'll build one guy.
Well, I see a single footman next to the scout
Our
tower.
brethren need assistance.
It's not a particular big concern, I'd say.
Actually, I'll just send an acolyte directly there. If he makes it, he makes it. If he doesn't, well, he doesn't.
There's a footman in the way.
The dead stand
More
ready.
banshees are piling up there, Bib.
Okay, good.
Let my
Not particularly useful until they get mana, though.
Why have I been summoned?
Research complete.
So as much damage as to the important buildings as possible.
Our brethren need assistance.
Glory to Lord Deatherrock.
Glory to Lord Bubba Rock.
I bid.
That's me, Bubba Rock.
I gladly obey.
Let my
Our
cries
brethren need assistance.
See, if I just smash the production buildings, that's good.
Strike fast, my warriors. Deatherrock must fall.
My life, Azul.
It looks to be abandoned.
More gold is required.
Okay, well that's good.
My fate is sealed. Thy will be done. I gladly obey. More gold is required. Research complete.
Research complete. Research complete.
Good. Research them switches.
The dead stand ready.
Slay them for the master.
The dead stand ready. Our brethren need assistance.
Come on, you lazy shits. Get in there.
Let my cries chill
The dead stand ready.
The damn stand. The damn.
Yeah, the damned. Those damned. Oh look, it's
Hold the
Garethos.
line, you
Should probably kill him.
dogs. Fight on!
You must be the human in command of this rebel.
I am Garethos. I am sworn to defend the master with my life.
You poor, confused creature. Spare no one. The Dreadlord's forces must not escape.
Ironic.
Why?
It's just ironic, Bubs.
Okay, if you say so.
More gold is required. Our brethren need assistance. I bow to your will. Thy bidding, master.
Goddamn it, Garethos, die already!
I wish only to serve.
Okay, there he's dead, finally.
Our brethren need assistance.
That was concerningly close.
Our brethren need assistance.
Let my cries chill the living.
Still building banjos.
Good.
The dead stand
For
ready.
Lord Gareth, Lord Deatherrock.
Fate is sealed.
Not sure how much more I can get out of this banshees. Try to diversify a bit now.
Okie doke.
But I've most of the human base. Not much left. I mean, it's only really the undead left at this point.
Additional lumber.
And we've got 2 minutes left before they start becoming active.
Strike fast, my warriors. Deathrock must fall.
Yeah, there are 2 gold expansions available now inside the walls.
Well, Bibs, look at you being a bub.
Well, someone has to.
Perfect, Bubs. Perfect.
Meow.
Research complete. Summon. Research
We'll keep the rally point there. Or no.
Put it wherever you want.
Put it in the base.
My life for Nazur.
We must hurry. Time is running out.
I gladly obey.
Yes. Research complete. We demand additional lumber.
Let's see. Do they only have 1 exit from there? It does look like it. So they'll always have to attack from that wall. No, 2
We
position.
demand additional lumber.
Okay.
Where
Good to know.
shall my blood be spilled?
Our brethren need assistance.
Very good to know.
Let none survive.
Summoning is complete. Summoning is complete. Summoning is
We're
research
nearly out of time.
only to serve.
Research
I will.
Keep those banishes there, in case they send an attack. At least it'll slow them down.
Good, Jan.
Okay, now just double back and wipe that out.
Both bases have been alerted to our presence. We've got to bolster our defenses before they launch their counterattack.
Our brethren need assistance.
And they're sending an attack already.
Okay.
Deathrock will send his forces soon. We must be ready.
That's unfortunately.
under attack.
I was hoping it would give us like a second.
Summoning
Well,
is complete.
I'm slowing them down.
Summoning is complete.
Our brethren
But,
need assistance.
not by a whole
Our
lot.
town is under attack.
My life
Yep,
for
yep.
Nazur.
I gladly obey.
I'm building units.
Research complete.
The human's destruction gives me a certain amount of satisfaction. But Deathrock is the true threat here. It's not over till he lies dead at my feet.
What if we
Unit
took
base
a-
is gone.
Good, Bubs, good.
Our brethren need assistance. What does the shadow will?
You okay over there?
That's a lot of them.
Need help?
Slay the upstarts
Yes.
in Deathrock's name.
Okay. Be there in a
I
second.
got a hero here.
The dead shall serve. For the Lich King, the shadows beckon.
Damn, that's destroyed a lot.
Where shall my blood be spilled?
Hi, Cal.
There's Beeb.
Sylvanas, but you are no match for me. Traitor, how could you betray us like this? We could have ruled this land together. Sylvanas has greater strength than you know, brother. I'll take my chances with her.
Let none survive.
We're doing it, Cal. Gonna take those 2 units, and then gonna just march onwards.
I will be done.
Gotcha, Bib.
Slay them for the master.
And you just keep shitting out useful units. Particular abominations.
Yep. I'm also researching getting their attack and melee maxed out.
Because their tankiness is extremely important. Because if I can keep the mortar teams I have now,
What you got?
that's good. Because mortar teams are really good. They're very good against undead.
Stand and deliver.
Summoning is complete.
It's good enough.
We demand additional lumber.
A little bit of healing.
I wish only to serve.
That is a bug. I can still
Where
hear
shall
the
my blood be spilled?
rain of fire sound effect.
It's
Kind
kind
of
of great.
great.
I wish
Our
only
brethren
to
need
serve.
assistance.
I know that you're going to die
We're
fairly
under
soon.
attack.
So yeah, give me a Doom Guard.
Summoning
Our
is
brethren
complete.
need assistance.
Summoning is complete.
We demand additional lumber. We demand additional lumber.
Let none survive.
That's a good bit.
Do as much damage as I can.
Research complete.
Destroying all the beaties.
I do
They're
like the
dead.
mortar teams. Such a nice range.
Yeah, I guess that makes the soup easier to make. Look at that, it's a soup. But just a
Why are we
bunch
talking
of
about
little
soup now?
soups. You know what's good? Fucking steak, wine,
The restless
stew.
dead await. Our brethren need
I
assistance.
don't say I ever had that in particular. Unless it's just a
Our
really
queen is here.
broad
We must push her
generic
forces
thing.
back.
Because I've had stews with beef and wine. Plenty of times.
Mm-hmm. Good,
Our
good.
brethren need assistance.
That's alright.
Fucking delicious.
That's alright.
Depends on the wine and the recipe. Fucking delicious though. The Bubs is just blowing stuff up. He's like, I'm a Bubba Fist.
I'm working on it.
Upgrade complete.
Strike fast, my warriors. Deathrok must fall.
There's more abominations in the base
I
now if you want to grab them.
Your will. Research complete.
Okay.
Gladly obey.
Our brethren need assistance. Complete.
Well, so far I haven't actually needed them. Funnily enough. That's one base gone. I start working on the main base. God damn it, I still hear the sound effect.
Yeah, funny. Soup judging channel. You should make soup puns, YouTube Bubs.
Why?
You just sell stews to chat. Like, buy the stew for $50,000. I'm like,
Buy the
what?
stew,
That's
baby."
absurd. That's absurd. I don't know. I kind of like stews more than I like soup.
I like food. Good food.
Slay
To be
the
fair, I like
upstarts
food.
in Deathrok's name.
But I think everybody does. It's kind of a natural thing, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Almost like liking food is human or some shit.
Only almost. Ah yeah, high up here.
Now, chat, what do you think of air fryers? I've heard lots of good things about them.
Strike fast, my warriors. Deathrok must fall.
See, you say air fryers, and all I'm hearing is barbecue.
I wish
It's
only
basically barbecue.
So, you use hot air.
Our
Yes,
brethren need assistance.
So, a barbecue.
I know, but the machine is called an air fryer.
Research complete.
Ooh, chili's good too. Really good chili is fucking awesome.
Our brethren need assistance.
I've never been a big fan of like sloppy Joe style of meat. Mostly because it's like I'd rather just make cheese. But good
My
chili
mother
is
made
fucking
chili
great.
con carne a few days ago.
You know, what was that like?
Need assistance.
Never had
It
that.
was alright.
Don't even know what that is. Is it red chili or is it like a green one? Or not a green one, like a white one?
Red.
What does it look like?
Just a chili beef stew, essentially.
Hmm.
At least the way she made it.
Our brethren need assistance.
Chili.
Mostly just chili, beans, and
Chili's kind of hard to do right though, like to get it proper. Because I feel like if you're off a little bit on like the seasonings, it can just be like bleh. Like I've made a lot of chilies, and only a couple of times do they turn out like perfect. It's just annoying. But I do like chili. Chili's one of those foods though that gets better the next day. Because the meat and all the things absorb the flavor of everything else and it's like a well-made stir fry. It's kind of the same thing. The flavors just sort of absorb into each other, which is just use a BBQ then. The reason why I was asking about an air fryer is because an air fryer is more compact. Because I live in an apartment complex. I partially kind of want to rent a garage, but I don't want to waste the money because I'd rather spend it on our game. Because if I rented one of the little tiny garage things, I'd have space to put stuff in there. And what I've seen a lot of other residents do is they use that to put the little grill in there. Because there's an ordinance at this complex where I can't have the, like, I can technically have it inside, but it's not allowed to smell.
The spell has been lifted. Is the nightmare finally over?
that was surprisingly easy considering all the other missions.
Yeah, that was refreshing.
What is it you want, elf witch?
We have a common enemy. The last Dreadlord Balnazar currently controls the capital city of your kingdom. If you help me kill him, I'll see to
So,
it that you
clever use of banshees and Sylvanas as
Why
heroes.
should we trust you?
Strong.
You're part of the scourge that drove us out in the first place.
Not anymore. My only interest here is vengeance.
Very well. I'll rally what's left of my forces and meet you outside the gates.
Come now. You have no intention of giving them their lands back.
Of course not. The humans are simply a means to an end.
You sound more like one of us with every passing day, my lady.
Watch it, Dreadlord.
Mir. It's Mir, Kyle.
You just know better than them, though.
Who's up next, Kyle? Is it Earthus or is it Sylvanus?
I think the next one's Earthus, and then it's Sylvanas. Sylvanas' campaign ends before Arthas's does. And it's like a mission or two more. Or Garithos. Garithos was right all along.
He was.
He was right about not trusting elves, which is the funny part, because the game, like the writers actually fucked up. I'm not sure if they intended that. Their intention is to make Garithos look like an arrogant, like, bigot sort of character. But he's right. That's the worst part. He's right about not being able to trust the Blood Elves, because the Blood Elves, you can't trust them. He was right about not trusting the undead, because they never were going to help him from the start.
In the Naga?
Oh, the Naga,
The
yeah.
capital city is heavily defended. Balnazar is no fool, my lady. This battle can be won only through attrition.
What's the matter, demon? Are you afraid?
Watch your tongue, human dog. Your hollow bravado does not impress.
Stand down, gentlemen. Save your anger for Balnazar. Garithos, I'll lead my forces in a frontal assault while you attack the city from the rear.
An aggressive ploy, milady. So long as we get our capital back, I'll stick to whatever strategy you wish.
Give the order. Let the attack commence.
See, Garithos should have made the right move and just backstab her, like, when she's attacking, so that both forces are weaker.
Except he's possessed. Except the game does a horrible job of showing that. It's so horribly inconsistent when it comes to that kind of stuff.
It is. Technically, he's possessed and has no free will. So I don't even know why he wants his kingdom back or anything like that. When realistically, he should just be like, yes, I'll join your new kingdom.
It's just horribly inconsistent in how the possession works. Do they keep their mind or do they not? Like, how does it work? It's like, you think it's just the banshee taking the body because they are being possessed.
This is what happens when you don't clearly define something.
Oh no, wait, Garthos wasn't possessed.
Or no.
He's just an idiot.
Gyarados was under the influence before. Gyarados is just kind of an idiot. Like, yeah.
He was minded by Deathrock, but he's not actually possessed by Banshee. Something like that. He's just an idiot, yeah.
You should be possessed by Banshee, though. Like, why didn't she do that?
Yeah, I don't know why she should do that.
That's
That would be
actually
much easier.
stupid for Sylvanas. Like, Sylvanas, what are you doing? If you already intend to betray him anyways, and you're not going to restore the Kingdom of Lordaeron, then what are you doing? Oh man, that's why WarCraft, like, 4 would have been so cool. Because the human campaign could all be about Reconquestia of Lordaeron.
Research complete.
Well, they're not Banish.
I know, but I'm just saying.
Lord Gyarados,
Conquestia like.
our scouts have found
Also,
the
what's the
missing
hell is a
band of dwarves.
Reconquestia?
They
Don't worry
appear
about
to
it,
be lost
Bobs.
in the wilderness
Reconquista.
nearby.
Now shush.
Those brainless dwarves are almost more trouble than they're worth. However, we'll need them on the front lines. I'll have to lead them myself.
That was brainless. What cut of steak? Cut of steak. I like New York cut. Or Black Angus is also good. Ooh, thin Black Angus. The benefit of that, you get 2 thin ones. They absorb so much flavor. That's the one benefit of having thin steak. Soaks up marinade a lot better. Bubbles, bubbles,
Research complete.
What are you doing, Bubs?
Running around.
Are you?
Mm-hmm.
With what?
Garthos.
Oh, we control him. This all makes sense.
I will be the human.
Bubbles is doing his own thing. Bubbles wing.
You call to me. What must I do?
Garthos man, angry man.
I shall be your brethren need assistance. All shall be revealed.
All shall be revealed.
Good, revealing titties.
Bubbles, no.
It's too late now.
The damned what does the shadow research my life, Bunazur?
Ooh, what's this? A base expansion. Well, don't mind if I do.
Yes, master. I will be done.
I like Garthos like inhuman beasts. Like, yes, embrace the racism.
He's kind of great though. Like he's fun. When you make an arrogant snob character, like it can be charming and beloved.
He's a fucking retard, but by God, he's
a fun character. It's a
he's
shame
so
they,
comedically over the top.
they never make another one like him. On that same level. Like they try, but there's no. You never get a true Gyarados Chad.
Our brethren need assistance.
Here they come.
Just Varian Rin.
Stand your ground.
Yeah, but he's not funny. He's just annoying.
He's just cringe, yeah.
Master.
It's also dead.
You know what's funny? His character finally started to get some development in the story, and then they killed him. That's the best part. He's like, you know
That's
what?
pretty great.
Maybe the Horde aren't so. That always happens, by the way, because force contrived conflict for the sake of PvP. The thing is, they don't even need to have a story behind the PvP. They could just have PvP and just leave it at that.
Yep, but no,
The enemy
have
is
to
advancing.
make it up.
You may need help here.
You're not getting any help, Garthos.
Ready for action. Ready for action.
We humans have to stick together. Yes, Garthos. You and I speak the same language. Common.
Upgrade complete. Upgrade.
I hate working with these people.
You said that? Nice.
What needs revealing?
Little orange base will be a hell of a lot weaker to a
Yes,
lot
it is.
easier.
I'm here. Of course.
I
As
wish
humanity
only to
is in
serve.
peril.
I mean, he's right
More
about
gold
that.
is required.
My
Very
fate
right
is
about that, in
sealed.
fact.
You call to me?
Kingdom of Lordaeron is basically being completely wiped out, and by the end of the Frozen Throne game, Lordaeron ceases to exist altogether. No remnants, no nothing, no stragglers. They're all dead.
Upgrade.
Show me a target.
Best part is, these humans have access to fuck all units. They don't have any elves. So there's no healers or anything like that. Great.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because they. Hey, I do like how they paid attention to that detail, though, don't you?
I mean, it would be strange if they had elves still.
Obey.
I mean, they could still have healers, though. They'd just be humans.
I will.
Because there's nothing saying in the lore that
gladly
Priests of the Light
obey.
had to be high elves. Because they didn't.
Plenty of human priests already.
Yes, the Order of Light.
Research.
Basically,
I
anyone
wish
in
only to
the
serve.
follows the light can have priests for the
Our
light.
brethren need assistance.
Make your choice.
More lumber is
What
required.
must I do?
So glad that I can't see how much resources I have. Really adds to the immersion, you know.
Are you sure about that?
Our brethren need assistance.
I hate working with these people.
Where shall my blood be spilled?
Where
Summoning
shall my
is
blood be
complete.
spilled?
My fate is sealed. Summoning is complete. Thy will be done.
Time for me to get some more units.
More gold is required.
Carl,
More
Carl,
gold
What?
is required.
taking away your shit.
No.
Hitting your camera.
follow simple orders? There's a war on and you louts are off having a picnic. Get this column rolling immediately.
Right away, Lord Garethus. Move them out, lads! Oh, they don't pay us enough to put up with that asshole.
See, they are just standing here doing nothing, though.
Yeah, no, Garethos is kind of right.
It's like, you can say what you will, but they literally are just standing there doing nothing.
There's a literal fucking war going on.
Yes.
Thy bidding, master. Upgrade. Summoning is complete. Summoning is complete.
Kid man doing okay, man?
Just repelling an attack.
Okay.
I'm
That's the dragons
basically,
there.
what's the strat called? Tacking up. Derp,
Turtling.
derp.
Of course.
Yep, just doing turtle tech. I'm actually about to attack the orange boy. I have all the tech I want. I basically my build's gonna be abominations with necromancers, because it's honestly a fun build, and it's a rather simple one.
Okay.
I'm listening.
You're being gay then.
You should
You're
like it.
topical.
You're just
Kill
jealous.
Sylvanas and spam
Where
banshees.
shall my blood be
It's super effective though.
It is. You just like, your units are my units.
Hi.
It's one of the reasons why I like the undead in this game, and I also like Yuri's faction in Red Alert 2. Because he's like, your units are my units. The best thing about Yuri's Revenge is having the grinder building bubs, capturing someone's tank, and then putting it into the grinder for money.
Nice.
My tank!
Give the order.
Money!
What does the shadow will? Upgrade complete. My life for Nazul.
My life,
More
Benners.
gold is required.
The dead shall serve.
I'm listening. It's time to even the scales.
Oh. Already done that game.
Fucking game.
The blasted
Our
undead are
brethren's town
advancing.
is under attack.
Research complete.
They're pressing the attack. Got to hold the line. Need assistance.
Yeah, that Carl. Hold the line.
Show me.
Hold the Rhine,
Murder's
bibos.
upon us.
Yeah, line held.
What does the shadow research complete? The dead shall serve.
Our brethren need assistance.
Now let's see what we have around here. Time for us to go scouting. That's the demons.
Damage. Matt Damon.
Our
Are the
brethren need
demons
assistance.
nearby?
Are there demons?
Research complete.
Are the diblets nearby?
Push the attack. Their defenses are weakening.
Are the defenses weakening, Carl?
It's the sound they make.
Good.
I await your counsel.
Oh, find out about high upkeep.
This one is mine. Vanquish the weak.
Give the order.
Ah, Garthus, you should have been
Need assistance.
the king of Lordaeron.
My way.
Now that'd be retarded.
Look, you elves belong in camps, and I shall put you there.
Our brethren need assistance.
That's kind of funny.
Job done.
You call on me.
Our brethren need assistance.
You know, there's a lot of enemy units.
But why, Bubs?
I've no time for games.
Probably because the enemies are
Our
bad or
brethren
something.
Need assistance.
I've no
Did you
time
come
for
in?
games.
No! I lost the mortar team.
Our brethren need assistance.
What
Kill the
must
lich.
I do? If it
Thy bidding,
pleases you.
master. Yes, master. Thy will be done.
Garthos is a murder machine, though.
That's good though.
Inhuman
Need
beast.
assistance.
Little murder.
He is so
Where
beautifully
shall
over
my
the
blood
top.
be
Great.
spilled?
Little murder hobo Garethos.
Research complete. Job done. Our brethren need assistance.
I wish only to serve. The damned stand ready.
The damn stand ready.
Our brethren
As they
need
should.
assistance.
It's their job after all.
Upgrade complete. The shadows
I'm here.
Summoning is complete.
Wow, babes. Look at the baddies. Doing bad guy
Oh.
stuffs.
I'm pretty sure I
Our
wiped out this
brethren
base.
Need assistance. More gold is required.
Probably not having that strong a force.
Where shall my
Strong
blood
enough.
be spilled?
Our brethren need
Thy
assistance.
will be done.
The shadows beckon. Research complete. This better be good.
Blink.
Base is gone. Just the way it should be.
Research.
Now, is that another base down there? Might be, but I'm not connected to that one.
More gold is required.
More gold is required.
As it should be.
You have an
The
idea.
restless dead await.
Give the order.
Murlocs.
Our brethren need assistance.
Soon, Bubs. Soon you will be let loose upon the world, Bubs.
I feel like I'm already let pretty loose on the world. I like how I right click a barrel and it goes like, die, mongrel!
Mongrel pig dogs.
I could just appreciate Garethos on a
He's
spiritual level.
quite appreciable.
Summoning is complete.
Okay.
Don't waste my time.
You okay, Carl?
Show me a target.
I like the voice actor.
You
For
have
who?
an idea.
Vermithras.
Ah.
I think it's that guy. Like,
Any means necessary.
it sounds like him. It sounds exactly like him.
Well, maybe it is him.
Give the
Have you
order.
considered that?
Done.
There's a good chance.
It's like, oh, duh.
What up, Bob? That's why I just said it.
Thy bidding, master.
Our brethren need assistance.
Ah, Lord of the Sickest.
Witness your doom.
Maybe the game shouldn't freeze.
Our brethren need assistance.
More wood? No wood? I'm lazy.
Yes, cast all the magical spells.
Our brethren need assistance.
169 gold for killing that creature. Now, let's see what we have in here.
Storehouses such as this hold many of Lordaeron's treasures. Seek them out, and we'll claim whatever artifacts they hold.
Ooh.
Let none survive.
That's good human stuff.
Our brethren need assistance.
Devastated.
Our brethren's town is under attack.
Now, feel the wrath of the Legion.
No?
Happening in
I
my
don't
base.
wanna. Your base is being attacked by Infernals, who don't give much of a shit against the fortified armor type that your buildings have.
Yeah, that's why I just sort of guessed.
Outrage.
Our brethren need assistance.
Ho, 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 ho.
Oh, 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 uku baba daba.
Chupa wana wanga solo.
Every day we turn into fucking. Every day we drift closer to fucking. I don't even know. What are those arrays called? Huts. There we go.
Garethos the Hut.
Uku duku babu. No, they're
Uku
bonking
bana.
My life.
Wana. I hate her, Alpha. Solo.
that. Kill him! Kill him now!
Come
I
on, more
feel
cigarettes.
Show them no mercy.
I hate working with these people.
The moment is upon us. I'm listening. Let none survive. Done.
Return to Monkey. And by Monkey, I mean back to devastating those guys.
Research more cigarettes.
Gotta finish them off quick.
Where shall my blood be spilled? My life for Ner'zhul.
More lumber is required.
Done. The restless dead await. Let darkness guide. My sight is yours. All shall be revealed.
Well, Time to stop gathering gold again. Upkeep says no.
Our brethren need assistance.
Keep sending shades over there. Are you feeling okay, Kyle?
What?
You keep sending shades into the enemy base.
Oh, that's not that I keep sending them. That was the last one. Got rid of them for PopCap reasons.
Our brethren need assistance. I gladly obey. Thy will be done. I gladly obey. Summon is complete. Job done. Our brethren need assistance. Job done.
Don't waste my time. It's benefit me.
Our brethren need assistance.
I do what I must.
Don't worry, Kyle. This is all fine. We'll be fine, Kyle. I promise, Kyle, we'll be fine. Wow, I'm surprised you're actually using abilities, Kyle.
What do you mean you're surprised? I've been using them the whole time.
Because you never do normally.
Yeah, because I can just rely on you, but now I have to fucking play the game.
Oh, you have to try something now.
Yeah,
You
pretty
actually
much.
have to play, Kyle? Oh, you poor creature.
You feel bad for me.
It was terrible for you, Kyle. You ready to attack, Kyle?
Attack what?
The main base?
You do not see what I'm doing in the moment.
I do see what you're doing.
You just
I don't
choose
care.
to
I'm
ignore
gonna
it.
attack anyway.
Okay, go for it.
I have a few units, Kyle.
Oh, it always annoys me when they build stuff as the undead. Because they build it and they just replace it so quick.
Yep, they do.
Push the attack.
This better. Our brethren need assistance.
Essentially, my attack is less about actually destroying their base and more about just doing damage.
Let none survive.
What does the shadow
If I do somehow manage to destroy the base, that's just a nice bonus on anything else.
Come, burning devils. Foul as our calls.
Well, he's dead.
My enemy is necessary.
Our brethren need assistance.
I'll read your counsel. Vanquish the weak.
Our brethren need assistance.
God damn, that made so many knights.
Oh.
Time to die.
What's up, Cal?
I'm trying to get this guy to turn into a demon thingy.
Ah,
He died.
you can do this on your own units too, by the way.
I know, but I'd rather
Like
do it to
the
theirs.
skeletons your necromancers summon.
Yeah,
They're
but
pretty expendable.
I do like to use on theirs. Because that just means less units for them.
Show them the amazing truth.
Our brethren need assistance.
Don't waste my time. This one is mine. Vanquish the weak.
Huh. Oh, okay.
Our brethren need assistance.
Vanquish the weak.
Not all strategy games have pop caps. But those that do not do run into an issue often. Because normally game engines have limitations. If you've played Generals and you've played 4v4 maps and you've gotten to that point when people are just vomiting units at each other, you know exactly what I mean.
Pop caps exist for a good reason. Some
My
of them are just
frame
really
rate.
low.
Actually, even Manalord's dev has talked about the reason why there's a pop cap in his game.
Artifacts that could aid us.
Any of these artifacts useful, bub?
I don't know. You should get them quick though.
They grabbed him.
I'm here.
Okay. Because if you look at the enemy base,
May my aim
You're just mopping them up.
yeah, no, you're supposed to attack with both armies, but even with the ridiculous mod thing here going on,
It's not even that hard this time around, honestly.
this was actually
give the
doable.
order. Let none survive.
So I don't know when. Ah, there we go. I was gonna say I don't know when it'll consider the mission to be done. So yeah.
Our brethren need us.
It's over, Balnazar.
Blood squirting out of him. It's like,
Burn
psh.
no thrust.
Yes, my lady.
Kill him.
But it is forbidden for one of the Nathrazim to kill another. My defection was one thing, but this...
I require one last test of your loyalty, Dreadlord. Do it.
You wouldn't dare.
He did.
There, your business is done. Now I want you wretched animals out of my city before I...
Kill him, too.
Gladly.
Bleh.
The capital city is ours, but we are no longer part of the Scourge. From here on out, we shall be known as the Forsaken. We will find our own path in this world, Dreadlord, and slaughter anyone.
I can't even pay attention because I hear the crunching of Garithos' body. And
We did it, Kyle.
is her campaign done. Now it's just Arthas.
Mm-hmm. How many more missions? do we
2, I
have?
think, or 3. Because we have to go through the underground pass. If we're not doing that now, no, I think we're doing that now. And then there's one more mission. Hey. Right,
Let's see, we just did 6, so then it's 7 and 8.
That's what I...
7 is a 3-parter, by the way. I'm wondering in terms of times, that's the thing.
Probably do one more easily.
Yeah, but then I'm just wondering about next stream.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I'm wondering about here.
It might be prudent to end it here.
See, it's not about how much we can squeeze in this one, it's about how much we can squeeze into the 4 hours we have available next stream.
Yep. Huh.
Because we might be able to do like 7A, B, maybe even C, but doing 7 and 8 we wouldn't be able to do in this stream.
Yep. Well,
It's up to you.
yeah, I think we'll... Like, it's 2 to 4. As long as we can... Yeah, we'll end it now.
See, what you can do for the last hour is fish in RuneScape. There you go, Kyle.
I'm not installing RuneScape bubbles.
Don't worry, it'll take you like 2 seconds to install it.
Didn't say about time, bubs. Anyways, that was more evidence of the benefits of genociding elves, isn't it? Look at that, Necron boy's magic.
Of course he's mad, he's a Necron.
It worked.
They're known for always being angry.
Oh no. What other games are in rotation now? I know Fallout 3 got dropped. Yeah, because it's unstable as fuck. We're gonna be doing PsyOps as soon as I can get the thing running on 10. If it proves to be too much of a headache, then we'll just play play it on the original Xbox, and I'll capture it with the Elgato, as normal. But that's after WarCraft 3's over. It is, I believe, Crusader Kings 2 with the Battle for Azeroth overhaul mod. That one's pretty good. As for the other slot, Bubbles and I do need to put a game. But I'm not going to because we already have games coming out. So, Stronghold Warlords is coming out very soon. which is also going to be juggled with Three Kingdoms, which has a new expansion that's launching. So we're going to be juggling those two. Both are Asian aesthetic. And then there's like something else. Oh yeah, Stubbs the Zombie is coming out. So assuming they fix the problems it has in actions, I was able to co-op with that, as long as I don't make a mistake.
Don't worry, it'll be broken.
Evil Genius is a lot longer out. That's it for the immediate, like, little bundle of stuff. Like, there's just a lot of stuff coming out next week. Difficult to juggle at. Look at that. What? They're just waddling right. Strong Bubbles.
I think it's time to ban you.
I think Bubbles hungers for Frostborn. Starts licking the blade. Do you know if you get killed with that blade, it sucks the soul out of your body?
Yes, Kyle.
Binds it to the Lich King instantly. So it's like, what happens if you get killed by the other things? Does it not suck your soul out? So it's like,
pretty much, yeah.
You see Arthur's coming towards you, you throw yourself at a ghoul so it kills you instead of. You're like, I don't want to be stuck in the Hall of Souls or whatever the hell.
Don't worry, Cal. That's only for Arthur's own troops.
That's true.
That's where they go.
Very nice of him, isn't it?
It is.
Arthas is kind of one of those people that has a hard time letting go.
Like his horse?
Yes. Which he named Invincible. And he also, when they told him, like, don't ride it in the snow, dude, it's like that, don't do it. He rides horse in the snow and his front legs break and he has to kill it. Like, fucking idiot.
Arthas is smart person.
Arthas is small brain.
Arthas is never depicted as having a horse in the Alliance campaign in Warcraft 3.
Nope, that was only expanded upon in the book.
But he has the horse the second he becomes a Death Knight.
Yeah, because one of the first things he did was raise his horse, or one of the.
He's also significantly weaker then.
Was that?
He's significantly weaker.
When he has his horse?
No, when he's a Death Knight.
That's true. Death Knight. I'm succeeding, you
Like,
father.
at the end of the human campaign, he's like Chad Boy with his chaos damage and being able to basically solo the entire mission at that point. Meanwhile, in the beginning of the Undead campaign, he can barely take in a single footman.
That's more for balance reasons. Because it actually makes no sense. Because the book is a little bit more accurate in that regard. Because when he gets the fucking blade of Frostborn, he just fucking kills everybody. Because the blade is overpowered, but it's a cursed blade that whispers to him, is like, kill your dad, kill your family. He's like, okay.
You will have no friends. You will have no family.
And then he's like, shows up and his dad's like, oh, thank God you're back. And then he waddles up to the throne. He's like, what are you doing, my son? He's like, succeeding you. I'm edgy now. And then he stabs him.
Stabby, stabby.
And then he's
right
like,
in the throne room.
You know, it's funny. They don't really show the guards doing anything, but they do show.
There aren't any guards in that room, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, which is kind of silly.
Like, it's completely empty, if I remember right.
Because in the original scene, that's when fucking Kibs is sexier. What the fuck? Oh, it's because Archer's here. I was like, why is he saying that?
Yes. I was just crying in chat.
He is. Don't worry, Barch. We can hang out and chat for a bit and bully you for being blonde and ugly. It's like, what? Tears. Look at the Barch. Look at him. Squeeze him. Okay,
No,
chat.
you were saying, Kyle?
Oh, yeah, so Arthas is a little bitch, okay? Like, you read the book and you realize he's just kind of a whiny, arrogant little cunt.
Well, yeah.
Like, he's just an asshole. Like, he was never really a nice guy. He always was like, I want to be the hero. I want to be the good guy. I want to be looked up to. I want to be the thing everybody wants me to. But he never really was that kind of person.
You know?
What?
WarCraft 3 ripped off Spec Ops: The Line. All Arthas had to do was go back to Daddy.
Oh my god, it is.
All he had to do was report back.
All he had to do was report back. He took the mission too far. Except, it's a little bit different, because Spec Ops: The Line, you start the game, right, and your missions are, as soon as you make contact with anybody near Dubai, you are to report back to command. The minute you make contact with somebody, you immediately engage in a conflict between the 33rd Division, because you think the 33rd Division's, like, good guys. And then you're like, no, wait, they're bad guys. I'm gonna work with the CIA. And they're like, wait, no, the CIA might be wrong. I don't know who's right or wrong anymore. Maybe we just did the wrong thing, because the CIA basically had you take out the water supply for Dubai. So now you doomed everybody to die, and then you fucking use phosphorus on civilians by accident. You're like, oh, the war crimes just start piling up. I opted not to commit the last war crime the game lets you commit, which is a choice war crime. It's when they strangle Lugo, and the other guy's like, permission to, weapons free, because the crowd's encroaching. But you get a choice. You get to shoot the crowd, or you can shoot in the air. Basically scare the crowd away.
It's more fun to shoot the crowd, though.
It is. I redid that mission just to shoot the crowd. Because they killed Lugo. Lugo was a cool one of the... Like, the characters are actually kind of fun and interesting. Especially Radio Man. When you meet Radio Man, like, that was cool. And then Lugo snaps and kills him. What?
You turned them into murderers, Kyle.
Yeah, no, you did. Lugo and Adams, like, as characters, you, through basically forcing their arm with your orders, you turn them into war criminals along with yourself in your quest to be the hero. I love the ending for Spec Ops: The Line, because, like, you confront yourself, you confront Colonel, fuck, I can never remember his name. It's... Conrad, yeah, it's Russian. You confront him, but it's not Conrad, it's just yourself. It's like, it's time for you to face all the things you've done wrong. And then you gotta choose.
I did nothing wrong. Those civilians shouldn't have been there.
You have an argument, it's like, I was just trying to do the right thing. It's like, were you? It's easy to justify that. That was kind of fun. In the end, the first ending we got was there's no good ending to that game. You got the one where you basically just turn yourself in the United States.
Probably the better ending.
One thing I like about that game is how the character model and your character's voice lines go from being like professional Delta Force to, by the end, like, fucking reloading. It's like, fucking.
You basically go from, I'm a good boy, to Gears of War.
Gears of War. That's another game I want ported to PC so we can play through the campaign of that again.
Well, the first one is on PC.
I know, but I want...
I'll repeat that every time you say you want it.
I want not just Gears of War 1, I want 2, 3, and Judgment.
I don't care, I'll repeat it every time.
2, 3, and Judgment. Micro cunts. Like, they gave us Halo. That's great. Also, we need to drag Arch along. We gotta make him play Halo. You'll have to host, so I'll lag. But it's okay.
Arch, would you like to play Halo at some point?
He will be playing Halo. He doesn't get a choice. He has never played Halo, and it bothers me. Like, it's one of those shooters that's just kind of... It's fun.
Is it?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, then.
No, Dom, no dumb. Dom, no dumb, Brian. Dom kills himself because he just wants to kill himself.
Yes.
Not because he had to, because he was tired of living, because he couldn't find a reason to live without Maria after his wife was killed by the grubs. Well, actually, no. His wife was broken, blind, and starved to death. Or starved near death.
Your moderator is shilling his own content.
Can't do that. Much more importantly, you shall watch my One to See video. Pfft, no. Lame. Arch can't make videos. Reject Arch. Return to Kibunky. Like, you just tried to make it monkey, but with Kib.
I'm gonna have to time him out now.
No bubbles. Be nice.
He's shilling his own content in chat.
Bubbles, you just like to add things to your belt, don't you? Like, I punished Arch.
He's shilling his own content in chat.
Salivated over it. As if. Kibs is a trap. Actually, remember, Bubbles, our rules are we don't let randos do it.
Barch is a random though.
Isn't let's see. What's that thing? Oh yeah. So Arch is gonna be joining us for the Crusader Kings 2 game. Because once we're done with WarCraft 3, which we'll probably have one more stream of it, then we're gonna do Crusader Kings 2 Battle for Azeroth, and that's gonna be hilarious. Because I have a sleeking suspicion that either Bubbles, Barch, or no, Bubbles is gonna live because he's Bubbles. I feel like Arch or me are gonna die. Bubs has no feet. What?
Don't. You already established that.
There's a need for a good... Nope, not reading that. I remember playing that WarCraft mod for CK2. I only know about it because I saw Seth Zintax's review of CK2, and he played it with the WarCraft mod. Almost like for most of the footage. And I was like, it looked funny. Because like, how does WarCraft lore work with interbreeding? Like the mom's race always predominates, isn't it?
That's the Elder Scrolls.
Or is it the father in Warcraft?
You still think of the Elder Scrolls. They get weird mixed in Warcraft lore as well.
Oh, Warcraft lore, it's not like they're pure blood anything though. Because like you can be part Draenei, part Orc. It would be part human, part Draenei. It's weird. Barch is just for breeding. That's all Barch is for. He's a baby incubator.
Barch is
Nice.
remarkably uncreative at the moment.
He is. I feel like he's exhausted all his resources on something. Could have been
I
tossed.
think he has.
He must have done something. He must have done something because
Also,
you always tell when
what
his brain
are the
is
odds that hashtag Kibs Lives Matter is Ghost Jeff?
I feel like that is Ghost Jeff. Mostly because A, Ghost Jeff isn't here to say boo, and he changed his name to Kibs Life Matter because he's forgotten about Jeff. You can spare Jeff in Half-Life Alyx. I chose not to because fuck Jeff.
Because you're a prick.
Jeff tormented me and scared me and made
You're
the
just
horror
a fucking
section.
prick.
I hate horror sections like that. And the worst part is Half-Life Alyx is filled with spooky, scary moments. Oh my god.
You're a coward.
Oh my god. In the Half-Life Alyx stream, when we first went into the dark, and there was like head crabs and head crab zombies and all sorts of head crab things in there. And I kept trying to shoot, but I kept panicking and hitting the release switch on the pistol and dropping every fucking magazine to the point where I was crawling around in the dark as zombies were like trying to grab me, feeling the ground for fucking magazines to put, because I dropped like everything. Like there was like 12 magazines on the ground. That was terrible. Part of me wants to play that game again because that was fun, but Jesus Christ, that was horrifying. Oh my god. That was so terrible, Bubs.
Half-Life Alyx is the only VR game that I've seen that I'm like, I'd actually really like to try to play that, but I don't have a VR set. Everything else, like, oh, it's a cute game. It could be fun, I guess.
Yeah, a lot of the other VR games are kind of like, eh. Like, there's some fun ones, but there's nothing really selling that system. For me, Half-Life Alyx is the game. Like, if you have a VR, you're going to get a VR. The game you must play for your own sake is Half-Life Alyx. Because it's it's very triple A. It's very good. Like in a good sense. Like Valve still has the ability to produce good games, and Half-Life Alyx's success is what cemented their their confidence in the Half-Life genre, which is why they're rebooting, or not rebooting, but they're going to be carrying on Half-Life now. Because Half-Life Alyx was part of that test the water thing. You were like, can't tiptoe in water. It's like, what people think. People want game? Do people not want game?
It's more along the reception.
It's going to be pushed
so
along
make
with
a
the source engine.
spin of Half-Life. How are people going to react to that? Because I'm pretty sure that Valve is aware of the hype around Half-Life 3.
Oh, they're aware. They just need to know if they can meet expectations. Alyx sold so well it exceeded their best hopes, and was received very well. Right?
I don't know. I feel like Valve can hope for a lot. I'm not necessarily sure if it exceeded their hopes.
I feel like it exceeded their best expectations, if I remember reading correctly.
Probably exceeded their realistic expectations.
Because we're probably only going to see Half-Life 3 when they launch the new source engine. Which, to be fair, when are they going to launch that engine anyways? Or is it available for development right now? Because the new source engine's really cool. Though, to be fair, I only got to see it in the VR side of things. I gotta say, picking up a hammer, or picking up a chair, and whacking a head crab with it was kind of cool. Like the ability to just manipulate objects in the 3D space and use those objects as actual physical objects. Like the hammer was a hammer. I thwacked the head crab out of the air with it.
Doesn't Dota 2 also use the new engine?
Dota 2 uses, I think, the old source engine. Arch, you know that, right? Dota uses source 2, doesn't it?
Let's see, source 2.
Arch plays that a lot.
Dota 2 was ported in 2015 to Source 2. So yes, Dota 2 is on the new Source engine.
Wait, it is on the new source engine? Like the one for Alyx?
Source 2 is the new one.
Oh, it is? Yeah.
It's old, but it's the new one.
I thought the new source engine was called Source 2.
Well, there is no new one to my knowledge. I'm not sure if they're making a third one.
What was Alyx running on?
2.
2 doesn't...
Same as
Half-Life 2
Dota.
doesn't run on that, does it?
No.
Oh, that's Source 1. Yeah, because Half-Life 1 is its own other engine.
Yep, that's Gold Source.
Yeah, Gold Source. Okay, that's why I was getting mixed. I was like, Source 1, Source 2. Gold Source is for the original Half-Life and Counter-Strike, and the Source 1 is for Half-Life 2, and that's a lot of games from like the mid-2000s period. Source 2 is the new source engine that's being pushed. Yeah, no, I'm really, like, Alyx, besides that weird bug that I had, and I looked into that, by the way, the bug I experienced might have just been an issue with it being captured as well. Because the game had capture problems. But yeah, no, that was cool. Like, it ran really well until it didn't. And then I felt like vomiting. Oh god, if a VR game lags, though, holy shit. Like, you'll go from being like, I'm having fun, to being like,
Kill me.
I'm gonna vomit. Because when you move your head and nothing moves, but everything's always moving beforehand, like, the disconnect between your brain and, like, what's going on, it hits you. I don't know how to describe the feeling. It's like a feeling of I'm moving in reality, but nothing I see is moving when it should be moving, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And so you get hit with this sense of like a little bit of uneasiness, and then it's followed immediately by just nauseous.
Yep, that's what happens, Carl, when you're a little strudelhund.
Strudelhund. That's good badger milk.
That's good strudel milk.
That's good strudel milk. Guys, how do you think Arch's milk tastes like? It's like, whoa.
Okay.
That's good barge milk. What do you think of that, Bubbles? We did bubble milk. See, Bubbles milk is fizzy because he's Bubbles. So it's fizzy milk. Bubbly. I had to play What's that?
Payday 2 VR has one advantage over normal Payday 2.
What's that?
You can use a weapon while interacting with other things in VR, which you can't do in normal. So if you're, for instance, answering a pager and a guard rounds the corner, you can shoot the guard while answering the pager.
That's kind of cute.
Which you can't do normally.
There's some really cool things about VR, like the ability to just like take cover behind stuff and like lean over and actually lean over things. Like that is cool. Like, oh my god, and Alex, one of the cool things was actually being able to put my hand around corners and shoot. That was nice. When the heavy Combine soldiers attacked.
Yep.
I don't mind the retcon in Alex. You remember the end game retcon? Changes episode 2 a little bit. But to be fair,
A little bit.
I mean, it changes a lot, doesn't it?
Yes.
Because Half-Life episode 2 ends, and you're like, oh my god, you know, that happened. And then you do Alex, and you're like, my head, everything's upside down.
I mean, if you're having trouble understanding what's happening, then I question your cognitive capabilities.
No, it's upside down in terms of how I thought I understood how the universe worked. Like, in terms of temporal. But it's like, actually... because think about it. Half-Life 1 and 2 happened, right? Okay.
Do we need time wibblers in either of them?
I think there was time wibbly. No, wait, no. I think there was no time wibblies. I think Alex was where the time wibblies occurred.
Yeah.
No.
So I don't think you had it figured out.
Nope. I did. Half-Life 1 episode 1 or Half-Life 2. Sorry. Half-Life 2 at the end of it, you blow up the Combine tower. G-Man intervenes with his wibbly
Ah, yeah.
to prevent you from being vaporized.
Which is very little about how time wibblies work.
It does.
That does say that the G-Man can time wibbly.
Can time wibbly, and and then he got mad because the Vortigons start interfering with what he's trying to do to you. The Vortigons interrupt that, and he just gets upset. Remember?
Well, yeah. Thing is, if I remember correctly, the Combine wanted the Vortigons because they can counteract the G-Man's time wibblies.
Yep, because the G-Man works for another power that's fighting the Combine. Because Earth is caught in the middle of this intergalactic war. Like, we're just kind of in the middle of it. Kind of interesting.
But this is why G-Man only comes to you in... Is it 1 or 2? When the Vortigons are healing Alex. Because then they're busy, then G-Man will come to you.
Yep. And then he's like,
because they are distracted.
Yep. Yeah, because at the end of Alex, spoiler alert, you get to the building that you thought was the thing. It turns out the prison wasn't to hold the Freeman in, which, to be fair, I think we all called that before. Because that prison was absurd. Like, it's a floating prison that's covered in these weird things. It's there to keep something more powerful in, not Freeman. Then you release G-Man, but G-Man offers Alex a chance, a glimpse into the future, and so she can see, and like you can choose if you want to change this as basically payment for her being saved. But like, know that if you do that, I'm going to do something. And then he takes her, and
he basically offers Alex basically the same deal that he offers to everyone.
Like, I'll get you out of this, but you have to do stuff for me.
Because it's not... He doesn't save Alex. He saves Eli.
Yep, Eli. Because Eli got his brain nommed by the weird fat slugs.
Yep. And then he gives Alex the choice to kill Sluggy.
Yeah.
But then Alex goes poof from that.
Oh yeah, because the end cut scene, you're in Gordon Freeman's like suit, and because I looked down and my hands were Gordon's hand, and Eli Vance hands you the crowbar. Yeah, he's like, go. It's like iconic, and then the credits roll. G-Man is a nice guy. Well, not necessarily.
G-Man did nothing wrong.
He hasn't done anything particularly wrong yet. But he's using humanity for his own ends for the war he's participating in. Half-Life lore is kind of weird.
It's fine.
It's got that, was it? Like, what kind of vibe does it give up?
Half-Life.
Yeah, I guess. Or unique. Who's on the right? The chat talking about G-Man. G-Man's using humanity to fight a proxy war.
Well, not really. He's using a few select humans to do it more so than anything else.
Yeah, the Combine are using more humans.
The Combine don't like. Earth is always given off as this like kind of like backwater thing the Combine just took over because they might as well.
Yeah, because
It's
Earth
like,
started messing with them a little bit, and they're like, okay, you're annoying me. And then so basically he started fucking with them a little bit with research stuff, and they noticed that, and they were like, you're annoying. So they just bitch slap us in 7 hours.
The 7-hour war says everything.
It does. That's what I mean. Like, we poked at them a little bit, they got annoyed, and then they just smacked us. Like, stop there. Like, 7 hours to be obliterated entirely.
Because there's only a handful of humans who actually do anything, and that's basically Alex, Eli, Magnuson, if I remember correctly, Gordon, a couple of others. Like
Even the guy who works with the Combine, the white-haired old dude. Because if you actually like pay attention to what's actually happening, like the Combine show up and they just sort of yell out. Tanks, helicopters. We don't really shoot back. We just sort of duck.
Yep.
Peasant Thoughts really wants us to play Superpower too.
Why though?
No. It's
what is that though?
It's a hankering. It's kind of like a DEF Con-ish game where it's like, fuck it, I'll go check it out. Superpower 2. That's old. Old does not necessitate good. THQ Nordic owns it now.
Okay.
Basically, it's like a game, there's countries, and then I just remember seeing a lot of nukes flying around the map. Like, is it just about nuking each other?
I mean, that has its own charm.
I mean, there's more to it than nukes. Like, there's tanks.
Is it?
Yeah, there's like ground warfare stuff. Looks a little tismy though. I think it's a barch kind of thing. That looks like a lot of nukes. That's a lot of booms. That's a lot of booms over there too. That might be slightly irradiated. Tism is good, says Peasant Thoughts. During this time, you could have finished the next mission. Oh no, we already knew that. We just decided not to because the next stream is going to be difficult. It's mostly planning for the next one.
It's just padding out the next one, essentially.
Yeah, pretty much. But Dave says it looks like a Barch game. Barch doesn't own it.
Well, you should tell him to get it then.
Single player. It's.
Or you should tell him to look at it at least.
Key features. Superpower is the only geopolitical simulation game which allows players to control entire countries. That's not true. Because there's a lot of them now. Players control countries in 3 major areas: political, economic, and military. This time in a beautifully real-time 3D. Okay, I don't know if it's beautiful anymore. It's old now. Players build up their own countries and increase their influence in the broader world, competing against a sophisticated AI. We'll see about that. Along the way, gamers... Quite a switch of terms from players to gamers there. Gamers make use of economic sanctions, political alliances, and military actions to wage their battles. Power 2 offers the ability to fine-tune each country's performance, creating or breaking treaties, tactical decisions in particular military conflicts. But didn't really describe what decisions.
Decisions.
There's multiplayer. Maybe make Bubbles play it. Maybe, baby. We'll see. We'll see. I'll look into it.
That's nice, Cal. You do that.
Okay, okay. I unlift Sweden. What? Boy, Barch, lump it in extra expenses for tax, right? I think Barch went to go.
British Arch already does that.
Yeah. Don't like babby games like Second Life. I play Big Boy. Second Life. Oh,
Yeah,
wait. That's the weird game.
It's an ERP simulator. That's all it is.
Yeah, that's what it looked like.
I'm pretty sure that's what people use it for.
It would not be. I mean, if you want an ERP, just play World of Warcraft. Where you go on that Moonguard server, whatever the hell that cancer pit is called. Go to Goldshire. There you go. Or whatever the fucking tavern, that town ERP towns are.
Mm-hmm.
Did that once.
Notorious.
It was so cringe. We laughed like 10 minutes. It was a long time ago.
See, I don't know why people do that shit in public even. It's like, aren't they ashamed of themselves?
No. They're not, otherwise they wouldn't do it. Or maybe that's what gives them off.
Maybe.
Never know what tickles them. Know I mean, Bubs?
No.
Know I mean?
No.
Know I mean, Bub?
No.
Bub, know I mean?
No mean.
Choosing to be basically catch up now. Do not lie to me, Bubbles.
That's nice, Cal.
Look at that. See it? Busted. Cat.
I'm just hungry.
You're not hungry. You're
I'm
not
not.
allowed to be.
Well, I don't care if I'm allowed to be.
What if you do, though?
Well, I don't.
Bit of a shame. Either way, time to end the stream. Say goodbye.
Your time?
Shut up, Bubbles. Say goodbye
Why?
to chat.
Why?
Because
Okay, pay me.
say goodbye to chat. That's
Pay
right,
me.
I have to give you $10 for your booze money.
Pay me.
I have to pay bills.
Pay me.
First we're doing bills. First
Pay me.
I enjoy the EDF stream, Victor. Catch you later. Good night. Bye,
Pay me, Carl.
cheat.